What's up, y'all? Good afternoon. Well, good evening, actually. Back with another Friday Night Live. We got the homie Homegrown Kicks coming on in a minute. He's having a little bit of technical difficulties with the internet, but he should be on here momentarily. You know how we do it on Friday nights, guys. We talk about all things sneaker related. We got a lot of things going on coming up tomorrow, coming up in the future. A lot of things dropped this week. This week wasn't as crazy as like last week where we got all those shock drops and things like that. But we did have some things happen. We saw the Nike SB Haritos drop. We also saw exclusive access for the Lost and Founds and grade school pairs today, actually on JD and Finish Line. Let me know if you guys got any W's on that or anything. Um, Tomorrow the Jordan 4 Thunders are dropping. That's a sneaker that I'm definitely looking forward to picking up. Wasn't able to get on the shock drop, didn't get exclusive access, wasn't able to get through on JD and Finish Line yesterday, I think it was. But that's a must cop sneaker for me. I dropped a video today, and a lot of you guys were saying that you got multiple W's and stuff like that, man. So shout out to you guys. I love to see that stuff. Expecting a lot of pairs. This release, and someone mentioned this in the comment section of one of my videos, where it kind of does feel like the Jordan 3 white cements, where like there's probably going to be a lot of pairs, but they're definitely going to sell out. It's definitely going to be a sneaker that people pick up, even if they don't like it, right? Because Jordan 4s are super popular and they're normally worth money, so people are definitely going to go after those. But it's a must cop for me. Definitely need to pick them up. Um, the Heritos, I took an L on. I wasn't able to get those. I did try for them. There was hardly, what was it, 30,000 pairs. Didn't really see too many W's out there for those, that's for sure. See some people pulling up here in the chat. Straight Paper Chaser, what's up, my man? He said, "Welcome to Sneaker Talk. Tap that like button on your way in and enjoy the content. I appreciate you, man, for always being here, always supporting." Carl Q, good evening. What's up, Carl? Amazing World of Raffy, what's up, brother? Happy Friday. Man, this week was crazy just as far as like work and everything, but took a couple of days off from making videos. Had to make a nice little just a couple of days just to, what I mean, reset a little bit. But there wasn't really a whole lot that happened this week, but we saw some images of some shoes too. We saw the images of the J Balvins. We saw images of the Travis Scott Mac Attack. Um, so I want to know what you guys think about that. We're definitely going to tap into that here in a second whenever Homegrown gets on. Big homie Leonard, what's up, man? I sent you the link, bro. Big homie Leonard said he got some sizes in the fours if anybody need. For anybody that doesn't know, well, most of you guys do know. Big homie Leonard, that's like family to the channel. He's a YouTuber, but he does work in a sneaker store, so he's very reliable, very trustworthy. So you can tap into him if you need fours or anything else, really, for that matter. But Leonard, man, you want to come up on here, man? Sent you the link, bro. King City sneakers, the fours will sell out. They definitely will. They definitely will. Um, we haven't seen them in 11 years. Last time we saw them was 11 years ago. And that's kind of been one of those like kind of cult classics where people kind of always wanted them to come back out, myself included. I could have paid resale for the 2012 pair, but to pay resale for a 10-year-old shoe is just not something that I really recommend doing. So the fact that they're coming back out now is definitely something that I definitely need to pick up. McDaniel Darrell living that L Life City since the Cherry 11s. Yeah, man, that's what you've been saying, bro. That's got to change at some point, man. Like, if you're into those Jordan 4s tomorrow, I think you have a good chance of hitting those. There's probably going to be a decent amount of pairs. Homegrown is about to be here. I see him just pulling up just now. I'm going to bring him in here in a second. Nikki Poo. Nikki Poo. Shout out to Nikki Poo. Go check her out on YouTube. She was up on here on the panel last week. Shout out to her. What's up, my man?
What's going on? Man, I don't know what the world was going on. I just know I was getting ready to get real pissed.
Well, I'm glad your internet's back up and working. Tyrone Turner said, "What's up, everyone? Hope y'all hit them Thunders tomorrow on Sneakers app." Facts. Big homie Leonard said, "I'll be on in a second." My man. Snowbird. JM in chat. What's up? Happy Friday. I appreciate you for stopping by, my man. Definitely go check him out as well. Amazing World of Raffy said I copped it, brother. It's worth it though. It was an easy cop. Not sure if I should keep. If you're talking about the Jordan 4 Thunders, I would keep them. I would keep
Hey,
them.
hey man, keep them joints. Keep
Yeah,
those joints because the way they're doing this release, people are going to be fiending for them. And even if you get them and later on down the line, like man, like a week or two down the line, you say, I like them, but I don't like them enough. You can use it as trade bait.
yeah, trade bait, whatever. I mean, it's a shoe everybody, for the most part, everybody seems to like.
Yeah,
It's scale. People obviously, there's some people don't like it. I get it.
I
Um,
don't
but
know why. I
but
don't.
it's a clean. You don't like the Jordan 4 Thunder?
No, I said you said I get it. Why a lot of people don't like it. I don't.
I mean, I get like maybe like the colorway is not for everybody. You know, I
But
mean,
it's black
I
and yellow.
yeah. I mean, I don't
And
know.
it's not even an overwhelming yellow. It's more black than it is yellow.
Yeah,
If anything, the red was more overwhelming than the yellow on these thunders. But people went bananas over those
actually, I remember the temperature for those weren't really that crazy.
until they got in hand.
You know, but people are hyping them up now because they ended up being worth something. You know what I'm saying? Like those didn't really. Those kind of exceeded expectations as far as like resale prices go. You know what I mean? Like I remember whenever I looked up my pair and I was like, "Whoo, these are for something." I was like, I didn't even know that. You know what I mean?
Right, because
I stopped looking at it and then I was like, "Ooh, when did that happen?"
what happened with that shoe is, I mean, it was a mixed bag. A lot of people were like, "Oh, they're nice," but they were afraid to say they're fire. A lot of people were afraid to say they really wanted the shoe, so they went to straddle the fence on it. They were like, "They're nice." Then they get them in hand, and you start seeing a lot of videos. Oh, they real nice. And what's going on, Raffy? What's up? What's up? Glad to see you, man. And then a lot of people were like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh! I like this. I like this." And then they start screaming, "Oh, this might be a contender for sneaker of the year." And when a lot of pairs were like kind of messed up, that drove the price up too, along with people figuring like, okay, I really want this.
Yeah, because those a lot of those pairs, even the pair I have, that they had that ashy problem, like where
Yeah,
they were like ashy. I mean, you could brush it off or whatever. Some pairs were like worse than others, but mine weren't
right,
really too bad. Where it was something that I was like really worried about or anything. But you wouldn't have those red thunders if it wasn't for these thunders. You know what I mean?
right,
Like that's
right.
kind of you know what I mean. They were born from this shoe, so this is one of those cult classics. One of those ones. It's not an OG colorway or anything like that, but originally came out. I think it was 2006 was the first time they dropped, and then they dropped in 2012, and then we haven't seen them since. So a lot of people that have kind of just been looking at them from afar are definitely going to be trying to cop tomorrow, or have been trying to cop over like the past few weeks or so. But
They said, Snowbird said, how many pairs you get?
how many pairs I get
Mm-hmm.
of what? The fours?
Of the fours.
I haven't gotten any yet. I'm gonna try to get them tomorrow.
They say they know you got a plug where you finna come out with like 10 pairs.
Well, you got to get a team back. You know what I mean? Like I don't sit here and gatekeep. Like you got to get a team back behind you. You know what I mean? So I got everybody at my work trying. I got my girl trying. You know what I mean? So I normally have about 6 to 7 people trying to help me get sneakers. So um, when it's something like this, you know what I mean? Like if it's like a Jordan 13, I know that's going to be sitting. You know what I mean? Like they can
Right.
sit that out. But like if it's something that I know could possibly be a problem, I'll get a team. I'll get my team out, and then you know what I mean. That's how I get 1 to 3 pairs of a certain release, which I don't mind doubling up and tripling up on a sneaker that I like. So if I end up with 2 pairs or 3 pairs of these, I would be totally cool with it. I don't mind paying for it, because I know I like it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna, you know what I mean, put some away. But if I only get 1 pair, I'm just as happy because like you know how it goes, guys. Like, but you got to get a team back behind you for some of these releases, man. Like, a lot of people say like, "Oh, just make like a whole bunch of accounts." Man, I have one sneakers account. You know
My
what I mean?
boy, my boy Carl hit us with that Wiz Khalifa black and yellow.
That's another thing I brought up in my video today, man. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely go check out that video later on that I dropped today. But in my video, everybody that might be a Pittsburgh guy like me or whatever, it's looking at that shoe from afar. They may not know about it, like the history of it, what the colorway. You know what I mean? That is not a Pittsburgh yellow.
Right.
Just letting you guys know right off top, like that is not gonna go with your Pittsburgh stuff the way that you think it is. That's a Tor yellow on that sneaker, and this is like a university gold, and that's what I mean. Steeler jerseys have that same type of gold. Penguin jerseys, Pirate jerseys, everything Pittsburgh related has that specific gold on it. So just keep that in mind, guys, when you're trying to cop this shoe.
What's good, KB? What's good?
KB kicks in the building.
Man,
What's
Snowbird,
good?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. When the new Mac come out, man, I hit you with that invite, man. I forgot that you was like on my Xbox friends list. I forgot that.
Bro, I used to play in Madden tournaments like back in the day. Um, I was really, really good. I buy Madden every year. I play it for like 5 minutes, maybe a couple of days here and
Come
there.
on,
Like,
granddaddy, tell us about them glory days.
but bro, it's like they don't change the game ever. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
it never gets better. It's just the same glitches are always there. You know what I mean? And it's been 20 years. It's like it just doesn't. Um, we're supposed to be getting what is it that it's not game day. It's and 2K. 2K is supposed to be dropping a football game, I think 2024, 2025.
Right,
Like
because they
about
allowed them to make football games because
yeah.
Madden monopolized the ability to make football games.
Yeah, they bought the whole contract and didn't let anybody else
Yeah.
make it, like, exclusive to EA Sports, which like I said, I buy it every year, you know what I mean? But Snowbird, if you got PlayStation, man, add
Boo.
add me on PlayStation. My screen name is Cold in the Shade, all one word.
My girl got PlayStation. I bought it. I bought her a PS5. So I mean, I guess if I'm gonna run the tables on you and Madden, I'll blow the dust off of that and turn it on.
Well, they got cross platform now, right? Like couldn't we play with
Yeah,
each other?
they
Yeah.
do, but I don't know how well it works.
Yeah, I don't know.
Joe Johnson said, "Can't even lie. I don't like yellow at all. It's not for everybody. Just saying. So I ain't gonna hop on the yellow bandwagon out. Hey man, I hope you wear a size 10. So when you stay off that bandwagon, that leaves one extra for me." Marcus Crown Kicks Stevens. Yo, what's goody? What's
What
goody,
up?
Mark?
What up, Marcus, man? How are you? He a Pittsburgh guy too, man.
Snowbird said, right? James about to hit 13 pounds.
Like I said, man, you got to get that team back behind you. That team.
Straight out of Pepys. I don't even know what that is. That must be Pittsburgh.
Pepe's. If you're talking about the sandwich place,
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
what Marcus said. He said straight out of Pepys.
that's a sandwich place here in Pittsburgh.
How it go? Tyrone Turner. Said in person, the Thunders are amaze balls.
Damn, he
I
sent me.
think that people that intentionally pass may regret. They're also so clean in person. If you're on the fence, go for them anyway so you can see them in here. Yeah.
He sent me that PlayStation invite with the quickness, bro. I accepted, my man. We'll definitely have to link up one day and play one of these days where I'm not working. But
Marcus said definitely not a Pittsburgh yellow.
it's definitely not, which is okay. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of Tor yellow things out there that you could get that's going to look great with them. It's just not going to be your Pittsburgh stuff. The closest I found out of any shoe that's the closest to the Pittsburgh yellow is the Taxi ones. The Taxi ones are like pretty spot on, man. Pretty close.
What up, J Rod?
J Rod,
NFL 2K5. I remember that.
that had Terrell Owens on the cover, or was that the ESPN one?
The last 2K I remember had Adrian Peterson on the front cover or something like that. Dude in a purple jersey. It might have been Adrian Peterson or like a Baltimore Ravens player, but that was like back in like 2005 or some shit like that. I don't
I
remember.
wanna say TO was on it, but there was a ESPN game too, like, that year, and, like, I get them confused.
That was the one that had T.O. on the cover, the ESPN
It
game.
was, yeah, like, I know, I get
Yeah.
them confused, yeah. Tyrone Turner said, "In person, thunders are amazing. I think people that intentionally pass may regret. These are clean in person. If you're on the fence, go for them anyway. You can see them in hand."
Nikki, you passing on the Thunders? Well, pass a 7 my way. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear a 7, but my lady wears a 7. I mean, she hit at Hibbets, but if I'm at work, we ain't gonna get them unless I call and unless I can get off early, or I call ahead of time and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be a little late."
I mean,
James, what do you think about the Thunder Fours? Chunk Kicks said,
Chunk
"What's
Kicks,
good?"
what's up, man? It for me, it's a cop. Uh, I definitely want them. And the thing is, the good thing is that since they dropped 210,000 pairs already, people are like, "Yo, these ain't really going for much." There's people they're gonna pass on them. It's still gonna sell out.
Yeah.
Still do whatever you got to do to try to get them. This ain't gonna be easy. People are
Ooh,
saying that.
what?
I'm interested to see the stock numbers tomorrow though, because some of the rumors are there's gonna be 500,000 pairs tomorrow. And, maybe not. I don't know, but like I'll be interested to see how that goes. I'm copping either way. Uh, I want them. Fours are my favorite shoe. So I'm
Sean, you ain't asked me, but I'm gonna tell you anyway because I'm up here. That is a must. That's one of those shoes. It's not like military black level 4, but those are one of those shoes that you're gonna hear more and more people beyond just YouTube say that that's a good shoe. And you're going to see more and more pictures on Instagram, Twitter, and the pictures are going to be better. You're going to see them in different lights and things like that. And you're going to be like, damn, why didn't I buy it? And even if you want to buy it just for resale, even if you want to cop a couple pairs for resale, it's not going to take long for the resale value for it to go up. It's not going to be like sitting and holding a pair of vomit into the Spider-Verse ones, like, or something else like that, or like a pair of Lucky Greens. It's not going to be like that kind of hold. You're going to be able to get something out of it.
it's not gonna be immediate though.
Right, right.
It's not because there's a lot of pairs of these. If you look at something like those Thunder 4s, the red ones that dropped, what was that, the beginning of last year?
There
Those
wasn't a lot of pairs of those,
there was like 100 and something K, like, total, like,
and
and they've
they
already
dropped what?
released 210 of these. So,
They dropped like towards the end of 2021, early 2022.
I think they dropped in February or January, like January 15th of
Yeah, something like
2022.
that, somewhere around there.
So, like, a year and some change, and, people weren't really feeling them, but, like, you look at those resale prices for them right now, like, people are feeling the Thunder Reds right now,
Yeah,
say that.
yeah.
Um,
Some jacked up, lower numbers, and some jacked up pairs made that possible.
Carl said
Um,
some people are capping about passing on the Thunder.
yeah, Carl, I feel you. I feel you. They y'all the ones that say they passing, y'all trying to get me to pass up on it so y'all can get my size, so y'all can get my pair. It ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna catch me napping. Um,
J-Rod
and
said,
then right after that, J Rod said he passing.
"Yep."
So Carl said you capping. Unless you already have a pair, then you might not be capping.
Snowbird said, "That's the game where they tackle 5 yards away." I remember that game. I
That ESPN, yeah, I used to like that. I used to like that joint. It was on Xbox, the very first one. I still have it.
Hey, yo, let me know down in the comment section. Are you team PlayStation or are you team Xbox?
Go put a poll in the chat,
I don't know how to do a poll on StreamYard.
bro. We gotta okay. You tripping because you don't know how to switch up the squares yet. You don't know how to do the polls. Like you don't know how to give me access to like help with the comments. Hey, we're gonna have to have a training session.
Yeah, let's do it. We could watch some YouTube videos and figure it out like a seminar. We'll take one day out next week and we'll really learn how to use things. Uh,
Songs kicks. Why is everybody passing on these? It's not a lot of people passing on them per se. Um, it's just it might be a combination of the timing and then the number of releases that they've had already. So in years before, you would hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm going to get them. I'm going for them," because resellers were driving that.
Let me, and I'm not talking about y'all in the chat that said you're passing on them when I say this, but like if you look at the prices right now, they like 250.
Right,
So people are already like, oh, these ain't going for nothing. I ain't trying. You
right.
know what I
They
mean?
might actually sit. Yeah.
But but people that I think are more plugged in, right? They know that these are gonna do something later. I'm not saying they're gonna be Red Thunder. I'm not saying they're gonna be 500, but they're gonna be 350. They're gonna be maybe
Oh yeah, them
400.
joint's gonna be 350
They're
before
gonna
the
be
end of the
maybe
year.
400. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I
I'm gonna
think
be here
Ray
for a
Lewis was
minute.
on 25 Madden. Oh, here you go.
I'm in here for a short little time, man. So let's get to talk. What y'all talking about?
We're talking about how people, not a lot of people, but some people are saying that they're passing on Jordan 4. So we was just saying that resale on them ain't going crazy. So
Go crazy on what?
they said just because like they're not going for like a whole ton of money. So
Oh,
my thing is I think because
He was like, "Oh,
they
let me get
dropped
you
so
right."
many pairs.
you talking about on the sneaker on like StockX and Goat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because on the streets, them things is like, whoo.
Oh, they selling like Krispy Kreme hot.
One of my partners that's a reseller down here. He's selling his 380 and they getting gone.
Ooh,
He can't even
oh, that's
he can't,
nasty.
he can't even keep them. Like so serious.
He
Like
busting heads, man.
they busted heads down here where I'm at, and like people was paying it. So I'm quite sure in Atlanta they paying it too. Like, but
I ain't even asked what maybe I should walk on the streets and see what sneakerheads is paying for them Thunders.
yeah, they pay it, bro. I know that for a fact. I'm
Swung
not.
Kick said, "Hell yeah, I do want a pair tomorrow." E. De Niro said he hit on the Flex app.
I hit.
Sean said he got an L on the Flex on the Flex shot drop sneaker pass, so he hope to cop tomorrow.
So look, I was for the
Isn't
back door.
that
I was for the back door like hella pairs. But then I was like, I'm actually hitting. So I gotta make a little text in the morning, like, hey, not coming.
Yeah, I mean
Oh, McDaniel Darrell. Yeah, them joints. They look like vomit into the Spider Verse. That's what that look like.
Bro. I don't even talk about it right now.
we already gonna jump to the Spider Verse.
No, well, we ain't got to jump to there yet. We can jump there later. But KB said copped in Florida. Gonna be landing tomorrow and straight to DTLR. Hopefully, cop 2 pairs on sneakers. Yeah.
My man, I know you wanted those, bro. Well, he like a couple weeks ago, he's like, "Man, I'm gonna be in Florida, man. I'm not gonna be able to," because he normally hits a lot at like the stores around here, because he's from Pittsburgh. And I was like, "Bro, like if you're going to Florida, just fill out the raffles down there." You know what I mean? And yeah,
Gerard
he
said
did.
my boy will sell him his Spidey ones for retail, but the more I see them, the more I hate them. Hey, and that's just in pictures. You see him in hand, you gonna hate him. Hate him,
So
hate him.
why am I getting hella uh views and retention, but why y'all trashing me so bad, bro? Like, listen up. I say they trash, brother. You stupid. You're a cornball. You just pretending for likes. No,
Oh yeah, boy, them comments, boy, they were eating you alive.
eat me alive, bro. They still is.
Let him hate and watch the money pile up.
Hey, I
I
said,
remember I remember I made a video about the Jordan 2 Chicago's, about how I didn't like them. I don't like twos. And people were talking to me like I was crazy. Like the Jordan 2 Chicago is the greatest shoe to ever touch sneakerdom, right? And they were roasting me in the comments. Oh, you're not a real sneakerhead. Like I'm not a real sneakerhead because I don't like Jordan 2s. I
I'm a
wouldn't be a
Well,
real sneakerhead if I copped the Jordan 2.
I'm a hype
well, I'll
beast.
tell you this.
I'm a liar. I was
Don't even worry about them folks. because the Jordan 2 don't even matter like that.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. The thing is like it's okay. Like if you like it, dude, I'm happy for you. Like if you like that shoe, I hope you get it. I hope you get it for every bit of retail that you possibly can.
But how did you run into so many Jordan 2 fans in your subscriber base? That's crazy.
Because
Apparently, more people like Jordan 2s than you thought.
well, see, like I thought I was being like a little funny, and in the video, like I started out by saying, like I started the video with, "I'm keeping that same energy. I'm not picking them up." Like you know how I do my intro in my video. That was my intro, and they just started hating from the top. You know, not everybody. A lot of people were like, "Yo, like these aren't." You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with buying what you like, but there's also nothing wrong with me not liking it.
Is it, bro?
Right.
I got, bro.
They went in.
I had a couple of people comment. They said, "Why is you comparing to Chicago ones?" Because
it's a Chicago one. You dummy.
One. He didn't win. You must have watched the movie. I have a 10-year-old son, bro, who loves Spider-Man, bro. I have watched the movie more than you can imagine. I probably can say the words to you with the movie. So I have seen the movie. I know what's going on. You compare it to the Lost and Found because it's two Chicagos that drop in the same year.
Right. But even if you pulled out the Spider-Man 1 Chicago's from the first one, like
how you compare them to those? These are special. This is a new movie.
Right. Okay. Marriage to Designer said, "Yeah, these four just ain't doing it for me. It's an easy pass."
Oh yeah, y'all be saying I'm tripping. He tripping.
But listen, I respect it. If there's nothing wrong with you not wanting it, there's nothing wrong with them not liking it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He tripping.
That's more for James though. So I mean, hey, you know what I mean? Like,
Carl Q said he happy some of y'all passing. Marriage slid back in and said, "I ain't holding no shoes in 2023." I mean, we all end up holding shoes either way. If we got a collection, we holding shoes. So I mean, you know. But I get what you're saying,
Leonard. What you think?
Me right now.
What you think about the resale prospects of the Jordan 4 Thunders from a reseller perspective? Short term, long term.
So I think it's gonna do one of these.
Yeah.
So it's going on the streets. It's gonna go up on the market, aftermarket, online or whatever. It's gonna go down. But when people start wearing them and beating them up, the pairs get like hard to get. It's gonna skyrocket.
Right. That shit they're gonna go straight to the moon.
It's gonna be like the cement threes because y'all seen the cement threes were going for nothing.
Right.
They shooting like bro. I'm crazy. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm talking to people about the cement threes, but they're shooting up. And they finna go up back to where it's supposed to be in a minute.
Right.
People dogging their pairs. I feel like the Thunder 4 is gonna be because it's a hard shoe to wear. You feel me? Like a lot of times people don't know when to wear sneakers. Like I started incorporating in my video too. Like suede is for summer. You feel me? Not winter.
Right.
But because it's a black shoe, we're gonna be wearing it in the wintertime.
Right.
So, I think they're gonna shoot up probably by the end of the year, right.
By September, October.
Yeah, I think because kids going back to school and they all want Jordan 4.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Back to school time.
J. Rod said, "I'm just not a big fan of that type of material on the Thunders." Hey,
materials is man. I don't know what. Listen, bro, I don't know what for you touch, bro. Like I ain't saying like, bro, the materials on the thing is like A1. It's nowhere near like the 2012 pair, bro. Like I love that. Like they did a thing, bro.
King A1 said, "Let him pass. I'm not passing on Ish Auto Cop."
Sneaker Collect say 380. That's for before the release.
All right. You better hit retail, brother.
Married to Designer say he a monster. 100. I believe it though, because if you don't know, they hidden. Oh yeah, he talking about the dude selling for 380. Yeah.
He said they got 2 pairs for retail from JD's pre-order and store pickup. Man, shout out to you, Sneaker Collect.
Hey, if you want to use it for trade base, you're gonna have you some trade in your hand.
Speed Racer said, "I'm hoping to get him tomorrow."
I hope you get him tomorrow.
I hope you get him too, bro. I hope you get him too.
Nitro popped in with the high and the hey.
I might
Nitro.
do a giveaway on the channel, bro. Like, I don't know.
What you doing?
I don't know yet.
Marcus, I wear a size 10. My girl, she wears size 7.
I'm gonna do a giveaway at 10K if I ever get there. Yeah, I think the 10K giveaway is nice. I think that would be cool. I think I'm gonna do like a pair of Lost and Founds. Yeah, well, whatever. You know what I mean? Give it to, you know what I mean? Figure out a way to sort of make it as fair as I can. You know, maybe do it on, you know what I mean? Figure out a way and then maybe do like the final drawing on one of these lives or something like that.
Just do that doggone wheel.
Yeah, do something like that.
I've done it before. It's real easy.
1,600 something away from 10K, so it's a lot. That's a lot of subscribers. It's gonna be a minute, but
no, it ain't gonna be a minute. Nah,
yeah.
It ain't. Nah. I told you this already. Like, we done talked about this a million times. I told you. You didn't think you was gonna get this far this quick. So, hey, stop second guessing my predictions.
All right.
The Red Force is gonna be the downfall of Force. No, it's not. I promise you, it's not.
Which one?
I'm starting to understand the crowd, the masses. Like, that's gonna be a shoe that's a Jordan 4, and it's gonna be highly available because it's cheap and nobody want it, and it's gonna flood the market. And then when everybody start wearing them, everybody gonna want them. It's just gonna be like the What the Force. The What the Force was trash until everybody started buying it because they.
Ooh, boy, you ain't lying. I remember the day. Then I'm gonna get back to the comments because Carl he said something, but I remember the day I bought I remember the week leading up to me buying the What the Fours. I was just starting to get into like YouTube, going live with people, and I would get on people's lives and I'd be like, I want those What the Fours. And people would laugh at me. They were literally laughing at me online. They was like, "Oh yeah, you can keep them, you can get them because ain't nobody gonna ever want them." And I put in a raffle. I was like, "Dang, I hit for the What the Fours." And people was like, "Yeah, but you ain't got nothing. You ain't hit for nothing." I promise you, like a month later, the What the Four price started shooting up because people started because in the initial, like in hand, people were talking, I don't like the way the leather crease. I don't like that's because you ain't never had no good leather in your hand. Mm-hmm. They put good leather on them What the Fours for that reason because they knew wasn't nobody gonna really chase after them. Good thing. That month later, them things, what they had, like 5 now?
Yeah, they are there.
Yeah. So
for people who don't,
I got the last laugh.
For people who don't know, so shoes are actually made to crease.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that. I hate creasing as well, but shoes are made to crease. The easier the crease, the better the leather. That's why.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why Jordan 1s look great when they're a little bit beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Marcus shoes are made to crease so that they don't damage your feet.
Fact.
Marcus Crown Kick Stevens said homegrown. And I don't know what Wook is or who Wook is, but maybe it's you. I don't know. What size y'all wear? I got a few pairs secured already.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, I was like, I wear a 10 and my girl wear like a 7.
Okay.
But Carl, he was like, he said James struck a nerve on those OG gatekeepers.
Yeah. Just because it's OG, I mean, I love OG colorways too, the ones I like. Yeah. You know what I mean? But there's no amount of money you guys can give me or no amount of negative comments to get me to like a Jordan 2. I just don't like them. I don't. There's nothing you can do. You could give Travis Scott a Jordan 2 and I'm still going to be like, nah, I'm good. Yeah.
Shout out to all 37,000 of y'all beautiful men, women, people, spirits, energy watching. Please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and share the live so that you pull in more of y'all friends in so they can be in the know and have a couple of laughs with us as well. Thank y'all for all showing up.
Also, if you're ghost listening out there, I'm on that road to 10K. Really appreciate it if you hit that sub button, man. Also, big homie Leonard got a YouTube channel. That's the homie.
Oh yeah. If y'all want something to get y'all emotions going and get triggered, yeah, big homie Leonard, he'll get you triggered. He ought to come with a trigger warning.
And obviously, Homegrown Kicks, definitely.
Yeah, Homegrown been dropping videos, man.
You know what I mean?
Tyrone Turner saying, he said, I originally loved the Spider-Verse ones from the pictures, no cap. Saw them in person today. I'm sorry, they ain't the business. Only for me, guys, they are awful in person, only my opinion. Hey, shout out to you for not being afraid to tell the truth. Because so many people on the internet are telling you lies. And then look, if you look at the shoe and your initial reaction is, and you end up and you say, but the bottom light up, the shoe is trash. Shoe is trash.
And listen, I'm a big fan of glow in the dark shoes. Like that's that little kid in me. Like, you know what I mean? But I did try to go for him. I was never a big fan of him. I went for him on the shock drop because I was like, let me get him in hand and let me really see what they're. But then I ain't going for him. I don't need. I got lost and founds. I don't need those.
So everybody who came to the store, like even the kids, I'm trying to prove to people that I can sell their shoe. I'm a great salesman, by the way. If y'all didn't know, I am a great salesman. I'm great. But anyway, so I can't get off that shoe, bro. And it's not even like how can I get off that shoe, bro? Like no matter what discount, retail, nobody wants that shoe. Not even kids.
Dang, and when the children don't want it, yeah, you know that it ain't hidden because they'll buy anything with a Spider-Man name attached to it.
My son told me, my son is an exception because he watched me and
right.
He's an exception. But I said, hey, I'm like, hey fam, I'm gonna grab you these, bro. We're gonna go to Spider-Man movie, watch. He looked at him, he said, I'm good, Dad. Give me the 34. So serious. I'm good on those. Like, what is that? Spider-Man. You see it? It's got a spider thing. Nah, Dad, I'm good. I'd rather get $4 of V-Bucks.
So listen, those are gonna be dropping officially, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, right?
What? Right.
Spider-Man joins.
I don't even know, Jay.
The fact that they waiting 2 weeks.
I wasn't asking you, I was telling you.
Oh.
So they
the fact that they waiting 2 weeks though, like you can't build up no more hype on this ugly shoe.
Right. So they're gonna be dropping next Saturday. You think they're gonna sit?
Is they gonna sit?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're gonna sell out.
Yeah. Nitro said, excited to watch the new Spider-Man movie in June, and all Nike and Jordan prices are making him want to pass on everything. Bro, you gotta rise with the economy, man. You gotta. Nitro, how you gonna pass on? How do you show like you want to pass, but you got the supreme, doggone karaoke machine, and you getting Fear of God essential drops? Nitro, you got the big bag. You got the big bag in your pocket. Go ahead. Joe Johnson.
Those red cement fours are going to be the downfall of fours, and I know that Leonard touched on this a little bit.
Hold on.
Listen,
before we get to that,
I'm not really feeling those. Like, I'll be honest with you, but like, I don't think it's really gonna. It works.
But
people.
Before we get to that, Joe Johnson said the Red Thunders are greater. Greater than what?
Maybe the Yellow Thunders. I'm assuming.
Come on, Joe.
First of all, I like to do this before I start talking to people. Joe, can you please comment? How old are you? Like, comment that, please. Like right now, comment how old are you? Then we can have a conversation. Because if you're our age and you talking like that, bro, you was tripping.
Now I'm saying quality control is hit or miss on these drops. Well, I mean, you know, it's hit or miss on the majority of drop. Like, honestly,
I haven't seen one bad pair of Thunder 4s. This is like, I have seen a lot, especially like this week. I've seen a lot. Right. I haven't seen one bad pair, bro. And you know, I look for.
Well, that's saying a lot because you put a lot of pads in your hands.
I see it a lot, bro. From kid sizes to men, I see it a lot.
Oh, and you know the kid sizes will be jacked up.
Yeah, they look good too. And most of these came for sneakers. You know, people try to come to the store and sell their pairs.
J-Rod said, I seen someone on Trade Block give up a lost and found for those Spideys.
And they're gonna be
You
highly pissed.
stupid. You stupid.
I ain't gonna say,
Whoever that was,
I ain't gonna say
whoever that was, you should send them a message and tell them you's a big dummy.
I ain't gonna say they're stupid, but they're gonna feel stupid when they actually get them in hand and actually see, like, I can't believe I did this.
Well, see that in the comments. It's somebody on Trade Block, man. It's stupid people on Trade Block every day.
King AI said, y'all think that
Speed
Thunder's going
Racer
to sit for a little bit or sell out quick?
They're gonna get up out of there.
Yep.
Yeah.
They bite.
Speed Racer. I wonder if the mall is gonna have them. They had the Flints. Okay, so let me tell you, 4s are not on the same level as 13s. It is a select group of people that like 13s. So 13s, no matter what release it is, unless it's like a profile collab, 13s are going to sit regardless. Wherever you go, 13s are going to sit. This is a 4. A 4 is not going to sit like a 13 unless they do like they did the Lightning 4s.
They used to
stupid numbers.
They used to know.
Right.
When
Cool
Gray 4s came out and all the other 4s, the Tote 4s came out, all the stuff like that before the 4 hype came, they were sit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. 4s and 13s are not treated equal. So I mean, 13s are one of those shoes you just got to get them and put them on, and that's when you realize how good a 13 is.
Side note to everybody on here, bro. You feel me? I don't know how everybody's feet is, but if I was y'all, I would go up and have a size on the Thunder 4s. That's just a side note. That's just me personally, bro. A lot of people have said this to me that they rather go up and have a size. I don't know why on this shoe. You probably got to, but 4s are very uncomfortable anyway. But
right, they probably got wide feet though.
I don't have wide feet, and I'm
right.
I didn't to have.
I always go true to size with 4s, but like I also have a couple 4s that I have that are a half size bigger.
Yeah,
it doesn't. I mean, it's not it's not that crazy. You know what I mean? To go up a half size, in my opinion. So it's just
I normally go true to size. Well, I normally go true to size with all of my shoes. Let me think. I don't know what I know it's one Jordan that I have, but I don't know what it is. I had to go up like half a size. Oh, it's the 8. The Jordan 8 because of the way it's constructed. It's got the little baby booty. Pause. It's got the elastic bands on the tongue and then the little extra padding in the back. So I had to go up a half a size on that. But on that, like all of my Jordans, I can go true to size like a 10. Like I don't have a wide foot or nothing like that.
Hey man, just like a little side note, I think your internet's going in and out. Like you're breaking up every.
I don't even think the internet is on right now. I think I turned that joint off.
Okay. It's like very, very choppy, like when you're saying stuff. I was just letting you know. You still there? Yeah, like now you're frozen. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so get back to the chat.
Nitro said, if you do the wheel, you're gonna get rigged comments. LOL. Well, I mean, you're gonna get rigged comments either way, I should say. So, I mean, it is what it is. Somebody's gonna be happy, somebody's gonna be upset. That's why whenever I get to 1K, I'm gonna do 3 giveaways. And then so it's gonna be like first place, second place, third place. So at least 3 people can be happy. You can't make everybody happy, it's the give and take concept. J-Rod said, I seen someone on Trade Block. Oh, okay, that's what you was touched on. Married to Designer said, I'm passing on these Thunder 4s to cop SB4s resale.
You tripping.
You might as well get the Thunder 4s and use the trade bait for the SB4s if you're gonna do that.
No, keep the Thunder 4s. You was tripping. Who is Raw Will? I'd rather have my sneakers a little snug a bit. Let's
King A1 said, y'all think the Thunder's gonna sit for a little bit or sell out quick?
You're average.
Leather on the fours. Leather on the what the fours is super soft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. That thing is buttery soft. It's like, yeah, man. It's like fresh homemade biscuits out the oven soft, or whatever the hell you can find that's soft, like damn pancake soft or something. I don't know.
Shout out to Lysandra for being here tonight. She says, "Hi, I wear a 7 and my hubby wears the 10."
Oh dang, what's up, Lashonda? Hey, we on the same page. Um,
J-Rod.
uh, let's see. J Rod said my WC threes. What that is?
White cement
Cement. Oh,
threes.
white cement. I was going to say what? White Castle. White cement threes are creasing nicely. I bet they are. Threes are another one of those shoes that they look good when they crease.
Hey, if anybody on this live have a size 11 in the threes and don't want them and they already dead stock, please holler at me.
Bro, you should have told me, because I could have
Shout
went
out,
up to
shout
like
out, shout
Linux
out your
Mall that
Instagram.
1 week.
Shout out your Instagram.
Big homie.lnrd, please get in contact with me as soon as possible. You feel me? If I approach you like a reseller, is no disrespect. I can't help it. So when you just
Hey,
bear
Marcus
with me.
Crown said, "Damn, bro, I got an 11 if you want to flop around." Oh, but I don't think that's for the cements. I think that might be for like the Thunders. I don't know. It might be for the cements.
Married to the Designer says, "If you like them Spider-Man ones, you ain't hit Lost and Founds."
Hey, that's facts.
A lot of people, man, a lot of people didn't get Lost and Founds. A lot
Right.
of people. Is that the runner-up shoe for the Lost and Found though? Because
No,
I
no,
I don't.
no, it's not.
I'd rather. I honestly feel like I'd rather have a pair of Chicago black toe, your average sneaker guy mids, than
Right.
that Spider-Man one.
But to be honest, I'd rather pay resale for Lost and Founds or the original Spider-Man ones than retail for these Spider-Man, whatever you want to call them. I don't know.
And listen, Leonard works in a sneaker store, and he can't sell the Spider-Man ones, and he a good salesman. Remember, you a great salesman.
Great, not good, great,
Great,
great.
great. Like when
spend money.
when he gets sick, and they miss a day of work, like they can't pay rent that month when Leonard don't show up.
Nitro said he's just trying to help his friend for them Spider-Mans. Hey, you're not a good friend if you're trying to get your friend them Spider-Mans.
Nah.
I'm just
You
playing.
know what?
But yeah, you good.
I don't think he's
You
gonna
good,
need
man.
help. I don't think he's gonna need help. I feel like those are gonna sit, bro. Like you said, I know Nike will make it look like it's sold out or whatever, and I get that, and I don't know how many retailers and stuff like that are gonna have them. Like I don't know.
So they did a big drop on the shot drop, right?
Yeah, which is smart.
Doing it. So they did a big drop. I think they're gonna do a drop again. Then they're gonna do another drop on the Spider-Man Day, like when the movie comes
That's
out.
crazy.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do that. So I said it first.
Carl Q said, I saw the photos for the Lakers 12s passing now on these Spideys. Lakers in 6. Yo, I guess.
So I'm not gonna touch on this topic because we're a sneaker thing, but the Warriors have not lost a playoff game being in the playoffs since Steve Kerr have been.
That's true.
You said
I don't
Lakers,
follow basketball like that, and I know that.
but they have never lost a playoff game. No, they have never lost a Western Conference every time they jump in the playoffs while Steve Kerr was coaching. So y'all just be mindful of that. Don't put your money, don't bet on this game. So
J-Rod said, go get your behind some LA Gears if you want the light up shoes.
I had them when I was like real small.
Yeah, I had them when I played T-ball.
I already know what that is. How old are y'all?
LA Gears?
How old are y'all? I forgot. I know
we's in our 30s, bro.
Oh, that. Oh, so both y'all that old? Okay. Well, hey, when they get the same 30s, bro, like yeah.
Vlogging with Demetrius said, "Yo, what's up, fellas? What's up, vlogging man? How you doing?
What's going on, vlogging?" Nitro said, in my area, I know a couple people that want the Spider-Man shoes just to wear to the movies. And okay, I can understand that. I can understand that, but people who are trying to act like that's just like one of the best Jordan ones to release right now. Like honestly, I'll take a pair of Lucky Greens over a pair of Spider-Man, whatever the joints is called. But
That's a straight shoot. Well, I told y'all how I feel about it.
Fresh
Nitro said,
100.
I'm Asian. We love karaoke. When I
Fresh
said he had the big bag and then he bought the Supreme karaoke machine.
Fresh 100 said, I caught four pairs of the Thunder 4s. I'm going to keep trying to get more pairs. I'm going to hold on till the end.
Hey, you do that.
I don't get the holding thing. Y'all, like, I really don't. Like, I know people be get shoes and hold them till they go up, but I just don't get that, bro. Like, as a reseller, I had the conversation so many times. As a reseller, the name is seller.
Well, you know, I think
Selling.
amateurs hold. People who may be just like collecting sneakers and have an opportunity to get more than one pair, they hold it in case another shoe comes out and they want to use it as trade bait, but they're not classified as resellers. Like
Well,
when you start getting into the reseller territory, yeah, no, it don't make sense to hold for that long. It makes sense to
I don't
get
totally
off of
agree with
stock.
I don't totally agree with either of you, although I see both of your points. So, you, for example, are a full-time sneaker salesman.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like when you clock in, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody else who doesn't really do that, right, might cop 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. They hold them off in a little corner. They might get
Right.
the
Like
next
you
week, they might get
and
1
them
or 2
lost and
pairs.
founds right there.
Right, you see what I mean? And then and then a Travis Scott comes up, and that shoe that was 200 is now 400, and I got 3 pairs of them for $812. Boom, I can buy a Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that what I
Or
just said?
or I can use a different, but I wouldn't say that it's amateurish. I would say that it's more
Well,
controlled chaos, right? And in that instance, but the problem with that is that sometimes things go down instead of up. So what you do is you minimize risk and get rid of it quickly.
yeah.
Right. But then that would make you an amateur. That would make you not
No,
necessarily
he's
knowing what you.
minimized. No, because he's a full-time reseller. So you know what I mean.
No, I'm talking about for the person that's not a full-time reseller. For the person like you or myself that have 3 pairs, like that come across 2 or 3 pairs and might use it for trade bait. That's an amateur reseller. Like you can't necessarily classify them as a reseller, but because they do it more times than not.
If the government is issuing a 1099 for what you did, I don't think you're an amateur or anything.
Yeah.
So you get a 1099 for what you do?
Me?
Yeah.
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 No, I'm saying for like when you sell your shoes, you get a 1099.
If you make over $600 in a year, they're issuing you a 1099, my guy.
I ain't never got no 1099 for that.
Well, that's just like a recent law that it was supposed to take place last year, and then they kind of let that go. But this year, they're issuing them.
It definitely took. Yeah. I don't know what
so that's what I'm saying. Like,
if you're paying taxes, you're doing your thing.
So that's So that's what I'm saying. Like, up until this point, like that's just amateur stuff because you're not looking like. Do you look at yourself as a reseller?
So you look at yourself.
I'm not a reseller at all.
And so that's what I'm saying. I
only sold my first sneaker ever in February, and the only
so
reason
that's what I'm saying. It would put you on
the only reason why I've sold any sneakers at all is because I'm trying to just get money for my wedding, man. That's it.
Right. So it will put you on the amateur level. I'm
not saying. I'm not a reseller at all. I don't consider myself.
So that's what I'm saying. Like somebody like Big Homie Leonard.
He's a full-time reseller.
He's a reseller.
Yeah.
But for somebody like you, me, Tom, Dick, Harry, James, Stephanie, Markel, Jaquan, whoever, they amateurs. Like they're doing it for something down the road.
Right, but the difference between Leonard and somebody that like me or you or somebody in this chat or whatever the case may be is that his whole being, his whole income, how he makes a living, how he pays his bills, how he puts food on his table is through the sales of sneakers.
Right, that's what I was saying.
And just like a bank, you have to minimize risk in order to make your money. So
right,
the way
that's what I was
operating
saying.
Makes a lot of sense if you're at that scale, right?
Right.
But if you cop 20 pairs of sneakers or 20 different releases, you know what I mean, and you may like one, you might wear one, you might maybe got 2 other pairs that are sitting around or whatever, you know what I mean, like. I wouldn't necessarily say that that's amateurish. They're taking more of a risk by holding because that sneaker
But
could.
see,
A lot of people that from 2020 were holding sneakers and then
right,
prices start going down. Then they had
right.
to, you know what I mean? Like it
But
doesn't
see, that's
always
not what
work
I
like
was
that.
saying though. Like, I'm speaking in terms of the person that has maybe 2 or 3 pairs, maybe 4 pairs at the most.
I get what you're saying. I get both y'all.
Like,
I get
because
you.
I was getting ready to get into the point that you were just making. Um, when it comes to inventory, the longer inventory sits, or the longer something sits, the more money you're losing. Like that's just like that's business 101. So like if you hold like a stock of 10, 15, 20 shoes, the longer they sit in your possession, you potentially are losing money.
That's crazy, bro. I just got to
Like
talk. That's
like
crazy.
you
I'm talking about before I left the store. That's crazy.
yeah, you automatically count it as a loss until you sell that shoe. The longer that shoe sits in your possession, you start counting it as a loss. Because like I used to work for Enterprise. The longer the cars sit on the lot, you start taking a loss on those vehicles sitting on your lot. That's why you go to Enterprise, they try to get them cars out the door. And towards the end of the day is the better time to go try to rent a car from Enterprise. You might pick up a Camaro for the price of a doggone Nissan Altima. You might pick up a Mercedes Benz 360i for the cost of a Nissan Sentra because it's better to make some money than not make any money. You know what I'm saying?
I just think so. My thing is, I was just talking to the guys, just like the last conversation we had before I left. Having 70 shoes in inventory doesn't mean nothing to me. You right? So
Right.
I look at it like how can I explain it?
If y'all for y'all that don't understand that kind of talk, that means my pockets is deep.
So it's like, yeah, so but it's I got 70, I invested in 70 shoes, my pocket's deep, but
Right. When you invest in that many pairs of shoes, you know what you're willing to lose.
yeah,
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Here's my thing. Like I was explaining to some of the young guys, because the young guys coming up, they selling sneakers. Like I told them, we went to Orlando to a sneaker convention. We loaded up. I'm talking about loaded up on pairs. I probably bought 26 pairs or something like that. So
that's a decent pickup.
When I get to the store, right? Like, bro, I got 3 days to get rid of this. You feel me? That's it. Like 3 days.
So that's your threshold.
After the third day, I'm dropping down prices. You feel me? Like I'm getting
right.
rid of it.
Start taking losses.
Start taking losses, like having deals. Like, no, ain't no loss, but I'm just dropping it. Like I'm just dropping
right. But in a business aspect, you count it as a loss.
If I buy a shoe for $50, I'm selling it for $250. You feel me?
Right.
You start seeing $50 off. You feel me?
Right.
Whatever. Like, so that's the thing with me. Like, I don't care about your inventory, bro. Like, how fast did you get rid of this stuff? Like,
hey, y'all better listen. He putting y'all up on game for all the resellers that's ghost watching. He putting y'all up on some business. Well, all of us are actually putting you up on business game, but
like me, for example, in like a weird backwards kind of counterintuitive way, right? Like I started out this year, knew I was going to be selective for a multitude of reasons. One, there's so many releases, I ain't spending 10, 15K again. The second one was I know I'm getting married next year and I have to pay for this wedding. So I was looking through my shoes. I'm like, I got 3 pairs of these. I got 3 pairs of those. I got 2 pairs of these. And then I look up the prices and by accident, right, I'm a reseller.
right.
You know what I mean? Like by accident, just because I bought sneakers that I liked and I got multiple pairs. So I mean, you know, if you think about it, if you were, man, you imagine if you in 2018 or whatever, when them Travis ones dropped originally, you imagine if you would have got 3, 4, 5 pairs of those and sat on them, man, all this time, bro. Like
you'd have had a
you know
good little bit.
Yeah, you would have like so. And nobody in those days, nobody knew that was gonna blow up the way that it did.
So I want to put y'all on game too. This is something that I learned just talking to multiple resellers around everywhere. Right? You have a shoe that's worth $6,000. Now the real question is, who's going to pay for that?
Right.
You feel me? Yes, it's worth $1,500, but who actually are they right about? Like, let's be real about it. Like,
To the
who?
digital market, yeah, you might see a digital number on the screen, but how long are you gonna hold that before somebody actually pays?
Yeah, because I be talking to people like, how long you had this shoe? Man, had it for a while. They just keep going up and just keep going up. Like, well, when are you gonna get rid of the shoe?
Right.
Like, you try to sell it, but who you gonna sell it to? Like the thousands, especially to another resellers, bro. Like, okay, you got your nominees like 2Js that probably buy it. No, because 2Js be
Yeah, he be lowballing
he be
too.
lowballing too. So I don't know, y'all. Like, that's why I say hold the shoe sometimes, but it's like irrelevant.
That's why they came out with the idea of consignment, but that was a terrible idea within itself too.
That's what
Tyrone Turner said, "Look, y'all, I'm not happy that I don't like the Spideys. I want them. So glad I saw them in person. Easy pass now, and I'll be personally going for the red cement fours when they drop."
I think those red cement fours are gonna be easy cop.
Yeah, I don't know nobody that really want them. Like when I saw pictures of them last year, I was like, nope, I'm good.
Nicky Poo.
Yeah. I wouldn't. It wouldn't shock me if Nike dropped another 250,000 on those Thunders tomorrow.
So let's get one thing straight, because y'all be tripping about these like stock numbers, right? So okay, you dropped 250,000. It's a lot of people that want these Thunder fours, bro. It's like probably
it's over 1 billion people on
billion
Earth.
people want. It's like 1 million people that want these Thunder fours. So just because they drop another 250,000 don't mean nothing. Every year when the 11s drop, they have massive.
Yeah, 11 they drop 1.2 million one year, and then they drop 2 million another year.
The man be so high, bro. Like,
what up, bro?
What's good, big brothers?
How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, big bro.
No, but you're right about we're talking about the Thunder fours and the, maybe possible like what we should expect tomorrow as far as stock numbers go. And Nikki Poo said that she wouldn't be surprised if they drop another 250. If you remember, like the white cement threes, those had 500,000 pairs.
Yeah,
I would say that even if they had 500,000 more pairs, I still think these are going to sell out.
But you got to think too, like when you say 500,000 where? Because the stores down here, they get a lot of pairs. So did they drop it all online? And if you drop it all
you know
online,
what? When I told you, I wish you would have told me. It was because I was talking to James, as a matter of fact. The week after the White Cement 3 release, I was up at Lenox Mall.
I'll be back.
And Lenox Mall, apparently they had a line. I wasn't even up there for White Cement 3s, but apparently Lenox Mall had a line at some point. Yeah, but they had like people just walking up, just buying pairs and pairs and pairs and pairs of White Cement 3s. They had a ton of pairs at Lenox Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to just walk in there. Like on the first floor, I walked in there and got my girl a pair. In the second floor, I went upstairs, got myself a pair. If I wanted to, I could have got back in the line and bought like 2 or 3 more pairs.
It was like that in Chicago too. I was at Got Sold in Chicago when they dropped. Man, that following week they had them throughout the week. People were just going to the night and just grabbing them.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro.
It's
probably so Lenox Mall was hitting for the they had pairs left over. So that's why I was like, yeah, you should have said. I wish you would have told me something, because I could have easily grabbed you a size 11.
Lenox be having a lot of pairs of a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah, that Nike store. Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
And then they have pairs at random times too. I noticed, because like you'll see on social media every now and then, people be lined up at random days for shoes that have either dropped or hadn't dropped yet.
But I'm very cautious when I go to Lenox now, so
Oh yeah. With the dogs and all of that.
Yeah, like they
Nah, but I think
let's see.
A lot of pairs though. It's definitely, from what I'm seeing, it's a lot. I'm pretty sure, like this one shoe, I feel like if you want it, you should be you 9 out of 10 you'll be able to get it for retail.
I will say, I'd rather my sneakers be a little snug than too big and clown looking.
Let me tell you something. It's top up. Could we put that Do we put that comment up?
Which one?
Rod will.
I'm finna explain.
Rod will say you rather his shoes be snug.
I'm finna explain something to you, brother.
It's after Nikki Poo and Nitro.
Let me explain something to you, Raw Will. You get to
this a father
a
moment,
certain
right?
age, bro. That snug fit ain't it, bro. Like when you start getting kids and you start taking trips, and you start doing things, bro. Like actually have to do things. You feel me? Go to the store with your old lady and walk around for a little bit. Grocery shop. Like that snug fit ain't it, bro. True to size or go up half a size, bro. That's your only options. That snug fit.
See, I
over.
But I think true to size is really snug. It's a little
exactly.
snug,
It is, bro. It's already a little bit, you know what I'm saying, doing too much already.
Yeah.
Man, that snug fit.
And it depends on what shoe it is, too. And it depends on what shoe.
He said that, and then he said the clown look, man. You stop caring about that clown look, fam. You gonna start.
Yeah.
Oh, he must have got some big ass feet.
Because I mean, we all been in that phase where we didn't want our shoes to crease, but because we were trying to save them for as long as we could because we didn't have that kind of money. But once you get out of that mindset, like you said earlier, shoes is made to crease. Just let your shoes crease.
Your average sneaker guy. Yo, what's up, my good peeps?
What's good, man? What's good?
I miss you.
What's good, me, guy? Lashandra L. Hey, glad to see you, Lashandra. Only been copping SBs for a year and a half. If you've been able to get SBs for a year and a half now, you've been doing good because SBs ain't easy to get. But if Jordan dropped another cool grade 9 or Chicago 10, I'd probably cop again. 10s were a wave back in the day.
10 was the worst shoe ever.
Nah.
I don't remember a 10 being a wave, but I do remember a lot of girls liking 10s. But
cool grade 9s are fire.
Cool grade 9 is definitely a classic.
The only 9s that's suitable to wear. But 10s is horrible.
Bro, do you like anything?
Yeah,
bro, he's tough.
What's your favorite Jordan, bro?
What's my favorite Jordan?
Yeah,
like be a bias or just like my
silhouette.
Favorite.
3s,
13s. I like 3s. Like
okay. Let me put the 13s up there.
3 1s. And
you hate everything else. I got you.
No, it's all going like this.
I think it's a time. I think it's like when you started too. Like
I started around 13. Like my first Jordan ever was a Bred 13.
See,
okay. So we right here. Hey, we right here. That was my first.
Steel 10s. Like
my first thought, the Jordan I saw first that made me want to get Jordans was the Flint 13s, and then my first Jordan was the Bred 13s because I couldn't get the Flints.
Yeah,
so I had a pair of OG 98 Bred 13s.
Yeah, the Flints was like a hard thing to get back there, bro. Like,
yeah,
people don't know.
PD 0888 said I caught a dub on JD because of you. Thanks, champ, for the heads up. You're solid. Hey, thank you, Pete, for watching James, man. You know,
congrats on the W, man.
Congrats on
Nikki Pooh says Sneakerland was good. Hey,
good, Nikki.
J Rod said, "What's up, mid guy?"
I think everybody caught a dub, man. Yeah, big homie. I know you got him.
I caught a dub on Hibbit. So
I got a lot of dub. I should have filled my cards tonight. Yeah.
How many pairs you got? What sizes you got? And what
size? I got 11, 9, 10 and a half.
Ooh, that's a good size.
4.5, 7. I don't know about a 7 yet. These are retail pairs. 7. I think I got another. I gotta look. 9.5. Yeah, that's all. And the other was gonna be like I said, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna do the backdoor thing because like I'm good. I ain't gonna get too greedy because I get too greedy, it's fail.
If anybody wants to, anybody takes an L tomorrow and wants to get them right now and avoid the headache, plug in with Big Homie Leonard on Instagram.
Hey, Sal,
hit up your local Georgia hustler, Big Homie Leonard.
Cause you better hit me up quick, boy.
Because if you just now tuning in, Leonard said his boy was selling them for $380, and they selling like Krispy Kreme hot donuts.
Yeah, that price dropped here quick. As soon as they did their first shock drop, they were selling to him for like 500, 400. Then when they're here, I'm back here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So they were dropping them here for like, huh?
I said you down here, you down the south, so yeah, I already know what's going on. Jackson.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they dropped 450 shot drop, went down to like 350. Right now they're around the 300 right now.
Petey said 11 breads was my first. That's what got me into collecting sneakers.
Shoot,
that's a good first. That's a good first.
To the cool grade 2010, Christmas 2010.
Despite what Big Homie said, that's a good first.
Yeah, 11s are dope. I know Leonard hates them, but they're dope.
Sneakerland, you here? But that's your question, bro. Just be honest. Outside of the OG colorways,
at 11,
that's the Breads, Concord,
Cool Grade,
Space Jam,
Cool Grays, and Galvin. We're gonna throw the Galvins and Space Jams in. Out of those 5, bro, what 11 look good?
I gotta pick between them 5.
No,
outside.
He's saying outside of them.
Hey, you go think about this one though.
No, he ain't.
I see where you're going. I see where you're going with this, but I'm not gonna lie. That cap and gown is clean. Like seeing a clean.
That's the one he really. That's the one he really crapped on.
He talked mo-ish on that. He talked mo-ish on it.
Like that's a gangster shoe, bro. Like it is, bro. But outside of that, bro, like it's a trash shoe, bro. It's a suede 11. It's a flea market gamble. It's a flea market gamble, bro.
Man, it was the way they did.
Listen, man, he tried to talk me into believing I didn't really like Jordan 11s for like a half an hour to one night.
Now, this is what I would say, Jay. This is what I would say. 11s is like a classic shoe you just gotta have. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't like wearing them though. Like it just don't fit. It just the outfit, the jeans, it just don't sit right.
That's one about the other points too. You can't wear everything. You can't wear it for real. Like it's a horrible shoe. Like it's on a certain colorway that can go in that shoe, bro. Everything else is trash, bro.
They keep doing it every year though. If they stop doing it every year and bring it back to life, because they keep coming up with new colorways and you go kill. That's like almost what they did with phone pilots.
See, I don't agree with that. They drop one a year. They drop 700 Jordan 1s.
But James, and Jordan 1s got killed too.
James.
I'm saying they have one release per year.
But James, how many classic colorways is it though?
Watch this, James. They usually only drop OGs at the end. They have dropped 11s during the year. It's the fact that they so trash that you don't remember. I just said this.
But I mean,
you're right. He right.
It's very few 11s that have dropped throughout the year other than the holidays. The platinums were trash. We're not including the women's release. We just talking about a general release.
Because they just started doing that for the last 2 years.
Right. So you had the platinums. Other than the platinums.
They gave us the velvet like 5 years ago. The velvet 11 for the
But that's a woman's release.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said they just started doing the women's
but we excluding the women's release.
Now they're doing a men's pair and a women's pair, and they've been doing that consistently the past couple of years. That's what I'm saying.
The blue ones is trash. They did that auto.
We had the platinums, the Win like 96s, the Win like whatever that number was.
82.
Yeah, Win like 82s.
Pantones are trash. That
was the Pantones. What them look like?
The all blue.
They're just like a blue.
But they didn't drop them. Did they drop them in the middle of the year?
They came in the pack. Remember?
It wasn't the middle of the year. It was after. It was after, like the closing. They dropped them.
Okay, because I was gonna say, because if we talking about middle of the year Jordan 11s, they ain't do but like a handful of them, and it like at the most.
James, we went through them. Did we not? We went through a lot of them, bro.
Listen. I just don't agree with you. Like,
look, I don't.
I just you know what I'm saying. Like, I get it. You don't like it. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I like Jordan 11s. I like the highs.
I don't like gammas.
The only Jordan 11 that I think is horrible, like straight up horrible, is those IEs or whatever those are. I don't like.
I ain't gonna lie, I like them too, man. I like them too.
I don't like gammas. like IE. Even when I was a kid and I looked at IEs, I thought those were like the Wendy Lee Jordan 11s. I'm not a huge fan of it's some of it. The platinums. I'm not a huge fan of those.
The Pinnacles. The
Pinnacles. I don't even remember what them look like.
I bet you don't.
So yeah, I ain't even no fan.
I'll be honest with you. I like the lows better.
The Cherry 11s, horrible.
That was the worst.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Cherry 11s.
I like them. I like them.
I can easily pass on the Cherry 11s and not feel some type of way about it.
I bought 2 pairs of them. I like them.
But I do like the Cherry 11 lows. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sit here and cap and act like I don't like those. But those Concord bread, whatever 11 lows, I think them is trash. I know you love them, but I hate them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I like what I like, man, and like 11s, especially lows for the summertime, man. That's like my Jordan 1 lows in the summer and Jordan 11 lows in the summer. That's like my go-to. You can find me June, July, and August in either a Jordan 1 or Jordan 11.
Amazing world of Raffy and Francis said, my first Jordan was the Jordan 8 playoffs and gave it away to a relative because I wasn't that of a sneakerhead yet.
Good shoe though. Hey y'all, I'm gonna go eat real quick. I'll be right back. I'm still gonna be tuned in.
All right,
man. 11 to life.
Lashandra L said, the first Jordan I actually bought for myself was black and red 12s. Oh, the flu games. She bought the flu games with a smiley face on it.
Why don't bring that other flu game back? I need that in my life.
With the smiley, with the sick face on it. Those were like a type of like an alternate flu game.
The 08, 96.
Back when she was 13. I've been trying to get some Concord 11s, but 450, forget about it. PD 08, 88. That's a little pricey for some Concords. I mean, I would sell my Concords for that because I respect the Concord 11 and like everything behind it, but I don't like it. Like, because it's a white shoe and that's so easy to destroy. Like, when it comes to Jordans, I have a thing about white shoes. Like my Pure Money 4s, I sold those joints. When I saw the resale price was $600, out the door, they were gone. Yeah, my white Oreo 4s, James told me about that resale price. It's finna be gone. Because I know they're gonna eventually yellow, and like not all Jordans look good when they yellow.
Yep.
I agree.
Bang. This is what you could have had right now.
I do not like that shoe.
Snowbird.
Oh, it's a fire shoe until the store starts looking like this.
Right.
About 10 to 15 minutes.
Joe Johnson said that's why the resale price is so high, because like it's a fire shoe. When that joint started yellowing, Joe Johnson said, Big Homie is tweaking right now. Mickey Pooh said, I don't agree either. I like Jordan 11. I may not like every 11, but majority I like. See, I mean, I'm there with you on that. Like, Jordan 11s might not have like exciting colorways that are memorable like that, but the Jordan 11 as a silhouette as a whole is a fairly decent shoe.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the history might be, because more than 50% of people don't care about the history or the purpose of the Jordan 11. They just know they like the patent leather and the ballistic mesh combination, and that is a Jordan.
Andrew Simon, what up, gang? What's up, Andrew, man? Thanks for pulling up to the stream tonight. I appreciate you for being here.
Hey, appreciate you, Andrew. I saw that. I was gonna get to you.
Snowbird.
Yes.
Snowbird.
Yep, Snowbird.
Silhouettes has a lot of classics, though. Facts.
I don't know if they have a lot.
They do, bro.
Because when you compare it to other Jordan silhouettes, though, like the 11 don't have a lot of classics.
Well, like they treat the 11 like it's
James. How many classics they got?
What? 11?
They don't have a lot.
Yeah,
man, I can think of at least 5.
Oh, that's 5. That's not a lot.
Yeah, but like when you're talking classics, right? How many Jordan 1 classics can you name?
A lot.
I know it's a lot, but compared to the amount of releases.
Yeah, because
94 million releases, and you're gonna name
you got the Chicago's, you got the Breads,
right.
you got the
OG colorways,
the 85,
the blue joint. So all the OG colorways. Then you got the first Union collab with the Jordan ones.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Travis Scotts. You got the Spider-Man Chicago ones. You got the Dornbecker ones.
When you compare,
you got like a ton of classics.
You got about the blue.
You gotta let me get my point out. 94 million releases, and probably every person has maybe 10 to 20 Air Jordan 1s that are just, that's it. Those are musts. Those are classics. That's what it is. 94 million releases. Jordan 11s they get one release per year. You know what I mean?
Right, I get that. But when you say
compared to the amount of releases that we've seen from the Jordan 11, I'm not talking about the lows, just talking about the regular Jordan 11 right now.
We're not throwing out the amount. We're just saying how many classics. And when you do that,
you got
there's not many classics.
You got the Breads, you got the Concords, you got the Space Jams, you got the Gammas. You have ones that I'm gonna say you may or may not agree with, right? But like, I mean, I'll go ahead and and say them. So those Columbia
72 and 10s,
72 and 10s, those all red. What was the all red joints?
The Win Like 96s.
Yeah, those.
That's a hood classic. The Win Like 96s. That's a hood classic.
I have to pull up more, but like, there's a couple more that are just like, those are fire.
Like, but I would say you have more.
My personal opinion.
I would say you have more 5 classics. You have more 4 classics.
Because there's been more releases for those.
But I mean,
you could go on StockX or GOAT or whatever right now and look at Jordan 5 releases, and we'll be there all night. We can.
But see, the thing is
we'll get through those in about 5 to 10 minutes.
But see, if you keep pigeonholed the 11s, if you keep making the exception of the 11s, by the amount of releases, then of course,
But it's like if there's let's just say that there's 100 Jordan 11s that were released, right? And
it wouldn't make it, Jane.
And there's 10, let's say, classics out of that, right? That's pretty good, right? Because I don't know how many. They just don't make that many.
Let's say if you drop 100 11s, if you drop 100 5s, if you drop 100 4s, 100 3s, 100 1s, you're going to have more classics.
My point is that they don't treat the Jordan 11 the way that they do every other silhouette. The Jordan 11,
they don't treat
the Jordan 11. No other silhouette gets one release per year. They either drop multiples or none of them at all.
But I mean, you can't pigeonhole the number, you can't pigeonhole the standards to that. Because I'll throw out a 13. A 13 is more, you have less releases. If you want to say that, then you might as well say, the Jordan 13 has more classics than the Jordan 11 because they don't release as many 13s as an 11.
When you have more when you take more chances, you have more chances of success. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's the law of numbers. It's the law of averages. They don't.
That's why I say if they did
11 the same way that, dude, they don't even let people collab on that shoe.
But that's what I'm saying. If they did 100 of each one,
we start talking about Jordan 1s, and you immediately pulled up and said something about the Jordan 1 Union, which is fair. You can't. There's no Jordan 11 collab.
So does that help them though?
I'm just saying, man. Like, they don't.
No, but I'm just saying, Jay. You said they got 100. You will be able to find 10, right?
Yeah.
But if they dropped 100 of other shoes,
I was just throwing out random numbers. I don't know.
I'm just saying. Right. I'm just saying that'd be honestly, once you start dabbing with 11s, it's only so much you could do.
Right, 11. And that's what handicaps an 11, which is why they only do it once a year.
It's a clean shoe, James. I give you that. It's a clean shoe.
Yeah,
but it's only so much that we want to see done to a classic. We would say 11s are a classic shoe overall, but we don't want to see too much going on with 11. That's what they made. That's how they presented it to us. The bread 11s, or
like a 14. You got more classics of a 14 than an 11.
I don't know that bit, brother.
I don't know about that, my guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know about that one, bit, brother.
And I like 14s. You know I do. You know,
But that's what I'm saying. Like
That's one
that,
sleeper. That's one sleeper shoe right there. I don't know about
right.
that.
I love 14s when they
Because
throw
you
money.
got
No, I don't like
so
all 14s. I'm not
you
going
got
to
like
defend the 14 the way I'm going to defend. Look, I love the 11, bro.
you
Like
got the candy cane 14s.
That's one.
You got the blue ones
With
that
Delaney.
came out.
Delaney.
You got what is it?
the last shot.
The final shots or the last shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got the Toro 14s. You got the Ferrari for a lot of people went crazy for them.
Well, it was a lot of people had money at that time. Let's go back to what was going on at that
But
time.
it wasn't a whole bunch of them either.
But it was a lot of money circulating at that time. Nike, that was
and that's a good colorway. But moving beyond the Toros, you got the
Ferrari,
the Ferraris, you got the the Laneys.
That was top. That was 4. You said the blue. One.
That's 6.
That's
no. When I said the blue one, they did the candy canes in a red colorway and they did it in a blue colorway. James, you which one you got? You got the blue ones, right?
Yeah, and there's a UNC pair that was only exclusive to East Bay catalog that came out in like 2000. Right. I wish they would bring those back. I would put that.
That's 7 pair off the
rip. I would put those in there.
But that might be it though.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I wasn't arguing this point.
But they release them like they release 11s though.
They stopped, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. 14 is not an everybody shoe.
Right.
That's and 11 apparently ain't no everybody shoe.
No, 11's everybody's shoe. That go in everybody's house.
Look at big homie Leonard. He don't like 11s.
That's him. Man, you go outside, bro. Everybody in the neighborhood gotta get the 11s. That's the Christmas shoe.
But still, we can't keep making exceptions. The first exception was
we didn't make it. Said we were just saying that you might have been stretching it with the 14s. That's all I'm saying.
We did make an exception because when I pulled up a shoe that has not been mass produced, then all of a sudden it becomes, oh well, it's this. Like the point was 11s don't get made like that. When 11s were being brought up against other silhouettes like the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, it was they don't get released like that. Then I brought up a shoe that don't get released like that, and then all of a sudden it becomes another.
They don't get released like that now, though. Like there was a minute there where 14.
I think every number in the last 13 years had its chance, and Nike looked. Hold on, Nike looked what that shoe did, that number shoe did. And they realized what was really selling, and they stuck it to us. They kept us with the 4s. They kept us with the 3s. They kept us with the 4s. They slowed down.
But see, when I made that point right there, though, I'm like, if you want to make an exception, you're going to consistently find an exception to make. Like you're going to keep nitpicking about something. But if we just even the playing field, like, you're going to find more of the other silhouettes with more classic colorways than an 11.
If you ask me,
and I like 11s.
If you ask me, I feel like 1s, 3s, and 4s supposed to have more classics than 11s because the 11s wasn't meant to be. So they weren't meant to have a million colorways. It just wasn't meant for that.
And we ain't forgot about y'all chat. We ain't forgot about y'all. Andrew Simon said
we're arguing
when they gonna release the Yeezys again. That's an up in the air situation.
I don't know.
They still
supposedly it's coming.
Right. It's supposed to be like a fall time release somewhere around there, but that's still open ended, man. Don't nobody know yet.
So y'all still with Yeezy? I don't know if y'all was from the beginning, but
I'm not. I love Kanye as an artist, as a visionary, as you know what I mean. I was never a fan of his shoes.
I like Kanye when his shoes first dropped. From the Adidas side, I was like, them shoes butt ugly. I was like, them shoes look like hover boats. And every pair of Yeezys I hit on Adidas.com and Adidas Confirm, I was selling them for $500, $600 a piece, and using that money to buy Jordans. So yeah, I mean, I have maybe like 3 or 4 pairs, so I couldn't say that I was just like writing them off completely. So yeah, I'll be able to say at least I was able to look at some in hand and make a actual informed decision. But nah, I mean,
before you answer and get your point out, I chat and everybody that's on this panel, I want to show these Travis Scott new sneakers here in a minute. I'm gonna get you guys' opinion on that. But go ahead.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, man. James and myself.
But finish off what you were saying because I'm getting mad at y'all because y'all are dogging my 11s and like I just.
Nah, James.
I love 11s. As a matter of fact, I have the win like 96s. When I told Leonard I had the Gammas, he was clowning on me for that. My favorite Jordan 11 is the Bread 11. That made me like really like 11s. That was like my second shoe that made me like Jordans. Because shoot, we done talked about like I top Jordans, and mine was the 13, 11s, and then 12s. So hey, look, don't be trying to act like we just dogging 11s. It's just sometimes you got to come to a point of realization. Telephone.
Oh, you know.
Who got a house phone in 2023?
I run the business out of the house, man.
What else?
When it comes to Yeezys, though, like really, when it comes to Yeezys, I liked it before we could get it. It was a time we couldn't get Yeezys when he was with Nike. When he first came over to Adidas, we couldn't get Yeezys. The 750s, it was rare you see somebody with them big.
Oh, at that time, I ain't kill.
Nah, I had the black one, but I had to get them big black
ones. All them turtle doves and pirates, I ain't kill. I ain't care about none of that.
Nah, that was before then. I don't think they called the 750s that, did it?
No, I'm talking about when the V1 750s, I mean 350s came out.
Yeah, I was done by then.
I ain't care about none of that. When the hood was able
to get them, I was done. When I started seeing everybody was able to go buy them, and it was a lot of replicas, I was like, yeah, it's time for me to leave Yeezys alone. It was time.
Nikki Pooh said her first Jordan was the white cement 3s and then the fire red 3s.
She's an OG though. She's an OG. She talking about the originals too. You better
right.
Shout out to
Andrew Simon said, I only recently started my sneaker collection. Prior to last year, only Jordan ones I bought were the 2011 ones with the swappable soles. It's so much nicer now as an adult to buy these retro Jordans. Swappable soles. Hey, you got me on that one, Andrew. You have to IG me some pictures of them swappable sole Jordans, or maybe it was a autocorrect, but
Tyrone Turner. What? Love my Terry 11s. Your boy be turning heads and knees. Love my 11 low, 72 and 10s. My gray cements. I'm an old guy and don't care what nobody thinks about my shoe game.
I love my 72 and 10s. As a matter of fact, I went to the Jordan store up at the mall to get them 72 and 10s when the Jordan store first opened up at my local mall. What did Andrew Simon said? Ain't no way my parents buying me Jordans as a kid, they weren't gonna camp out in the morning. Like back then, you didn't really have to camp out. It was only certain releases where you would have to camp out.
But we don't know what time he was starting though. We don't know.
Hold on a second. In the 90s, you had to camp out. In the later 90s, not
James
in the early 90s.
Killed it. I ain't started the 2000s, mid 2000s.
And you know what started it was the Jordan 11.
Well, I mean, like in 1998, when the Flints dropped, they sold out crazy. But when I got the Cherry 1113s, I wore a size 8, and I was able to go to the mall with my mama, because my mama would always tell me, wait till I get paid. We're gonna go on the weekend when I get paid. I was able to wait a week, go to the mall, walk in the mall, try the shoes on to make sure they fit.
See, there's been ways,
and walk out the store
though. Like that has come and gone. Like, you know, now sneakers are in this day and age, in the age of technology, in this digital verse that we live in, right? How we're all in different states. We're all
right.
Like that wasn't the case back in the day. You couldn't do.
But back then, you know, social media wasn't available.
There's been different waves of this, you know, and now we're in this age. So now like sneakers are sitting and stuff like that. Right. In the mid 2010s, like 2015, 2016, a lot of sneakers set. Jordan 1s, as popular as they were.
They were sitting like bricks.
Jordan 4s, as popular as they are now, used to.
Jordan 4s was bricking too.
But hold on, which Jordan 1s were sitting though?
A lot of them.
Back in like 2009, 2010, 2011. Yeah, bro. They used to sit, bro.
I don't remember the highs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. They used to sit like crazy. They used to, like, you used to see Jordan 1 sitting on the shelf next to Dunk Highs, and they be looking just alike. They be looking like twin brother and sister, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I don't think we understood what Jordan what Jordan ones was until they did the band ones, and we seen how crazy everyone went.
But they was still sitting like,
I don't know,
like
like,
in the hey, look, I'm telling you, they were sitting, because I remember
were they though?
I remember as like a teenager going in the mall, seeing Jordan 1s with my homeboy, because my homeboy used to work at the barbershop sweeping hair for money. He had a job. I ain't had no job. I remember going into the mall, seeing Jordan 1 sitting on the shelf. He picked up a pair. He picked up the blue pair of Jordan 1s. I don't remember why I keep forgetting that name.
Royals?
But yeah, the Royals. He picked up a pair of Royals. And I was like, what are them? Them joints is ugly.
Royal set?
Yes. And he sat them back on the shelf, and we walked out the mall. He bought a pair of Forces over some Jordan 1.
What year was this?
That was like early 2000s.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Jordan 1s really took off until the band 1. After that, I don't remember Jordan High sitting. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, but also like the age of social media was new back then too. Like social media and the internet plays a huge impact on how shoes move nowadays.
Nicky Pooh, he oversold them cherries, boy.
Let's see.
James like he oversold them cherries. He oversold
the cherry lows is crazy.
No, the cherry classic. Now that's a classic, James. The cherry lows are classic.
But Jordan wore
like I'm a fan of both, and like I'm gonna tell you like this: Jordan 11s are dope. Not all of them are the you know what I mean. Not every single one is knock out of the park, home run out of the park, or whatever the case may be. But most times they get it.
Yeah, right. I get that. But you gotta understand, they always kept it to the point. They always kept it simple. Now they having to start to add new colorways because they they could really just keep re-releasing the same classics, to be honest with you.
You could give me a bread and a Concord every 5 years, and like we cool.
The 11s was Jordan's favorite shoe because he personally was like, I want something that I can put on court and then I can go out to eat in. But his favorite shoe to play in was not the 11. His favorite shoe to play in was like 12 or the 13.
Yeah, that's why.
It's the 13.
Yeah, it's the 13. But his favorite shoe was not like the 11.
His favorite shoe is the 11.
Yes. For the simple fact that he could play on the court and go out to eat. But the play in
14s or
13
for sure. I got the Laney lows from back in the day. They were dropping the Laneys
next week. Is it next month or this month?
It's next month.
It's the end of this month.
The mid Laneys.
Black Toe 14s for sure.
Classic. Black Toes are classic. It's a lot of 14s are classic. They just didn't hold far as value.
Right. Thank you. I couldn't think of like
Black Toes. I thought you said it.
And now,
no, I didn't say the Black Toes.
And now we're gonna talk about these Travis Scotts for a minute. These Mac Attack Travis Scotts. We saw images of him at a recent concert where he was photographed wearing these on stage. And there's been a lot of, I'd say, no one really knows what's going on. A lot of people kind of thought that he was going to get a Jordan 7.
It's ugly.
But this is what he's rocking. And what do you guys think in the chat, man? Sneakerland, what do you think? What's your first thoughts on these?
I don't like them. My thing is, if it wasn't Travis, I wouldn't like him. So I'm not about to like him because it's Travis. You know what I'm saying? Like that shoe, I would not put on. I don't care what they do. Like
it looked like
I sell them, but I'm not.
It looked like the Nike's version of the Calabasas, but this shoe came out before the Calabasas.
Yeah.
Because me and James were talking about this. This was one of the things that we wanted to talk about with y'all. This shoe dropped in what was it? 84, 94,
1984 or something like that.
1984. It was John McElroy. And for y'all that don't know who John McElroy is,
John
he's
McEnroe,
an old tennis player.
Yeah.
And this was his signature shoe. It was ugly in 84. They've never retroed this shoe. It had one release. It was never retro because it's an ugly shoe. Don't get caught up in the Travis Scott effect with that stupid backward swoosh. Like, I'm so sick of this backward swoosh at this point. Like, I was cool with it before, but when they threw this on that shoe, it made me sick of the backward swoosh. It's an ugly shoe now. It's an ugly shoe in 2004, 2023, 2024 when it's supposed to drop, and it was an ugly shoe back in 1984.
I don't mind this. Like, I'm not saying that like I'm in love with it. I'm not saying I'm blown away or, like it's a must cop. I absolutely have to get it. I'm willing to pay the $1,000 that it's going to cost whenever it drops, if it drops. But I will say this: it is nice to see them kind of, if they are going to release this and give Travis more things, because what are they really going to do with Travis? He already dropped, dunks. He already dropped Jordan, a whole bunch of Jordan ones. He dropped Jordan 4s. He dropped Forces. He dropped some Air
trainers.
Them trainers are horrible. He's already dropped so many things. Like, are they going to give him another Jordan? What are they going to do? Right. And it's not even like the simple fact is like, this is like groundbreaking or, this is better than the Jordan 1. They have to incorporate a way to, I know you're saying that the reverse swoosh is stupid and you're sick of it or whatever, but that sells sneakers, especially, for Nike and Travis. So they got to figure out a way to incorporate that, because not many other Jordan silhouettes have a swoosh on them at all. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that like everything has to have that, but I think I think eventually he's just going to get his own silhouette, and that's
Nikki.
It's time. Though. It's time.
Nikki, the last shot was the black, white, and red pair. All black hits red. Yeah, you're right.
So even though this may not be like the greatest thing or anything, I feel like this is probably part of their experiment to see what they could do, and they probably already know what they're going to do, but we don't. This is probably part of that. We may not ever see the sneaker actually release.
I think they will. I think they will.
I kind of think we will too, but I wouldn't be shocked if we didn't, because he's worn other things that like didn't come back. Just because he has it, that doesn't mean that we're going to get it.
True. Because he got a Converse collab that not many people know about. But like the thing is you're not gonna get me hyped on this shoe just because you put it on Travis Scott's foot. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say it's ugly. Beyond the fact that it was like an ugly shoe back in 1984. But I mean, like, if I'm being realistic, if I saw this at the store, I'd quick glance at it. I might not even quick glance at it and keep on walking. The fact that Travis Scott has his foot in it and has a backward swoosh does not make the shoe better. Like, you're not going to get me caught up in hype. I refuse to get caught up in the hype. And I refuse to, like, almost give it a pass or kind of like pat it on the back just because the Travis Scott hype is attached to it. Like, nah.
I mean, I would say
it's a reason why I never retroed.
I'll be honest. I would definitely probably try to cop, but guys, let me know down in the comment section. How you feel about it.
Andrew Simon said, "I'm 36. My childhood was the 90s." Nikki Pooh said, "I just looked in StockX, and you are correct. There were several black pairs. I even forgot about the lipstick women pair 14s." Vlogger said, "Now that we're getting military blue next year, I need what calves 4s? I don't know what them is.
The Cav 4?
Yeah, I don't know what them is.
You don't know the cap they came out before, right? Or I might be thinking about the Knicks.
I don't know.
They know something we don't.
LaShonda L said he not capped. First camp out was for Concord's freshman year. Got maced in the face for him. You better have got him if they shooting pepper spray in your face. You better have pulled that off.
People died over Jordan 11s, bro. Like, I don't
know.
I don't
That
want to hear
news
y'all.
report that everybody keeps circulating when they talk about 11s, that's from Atlanta. That joint from Atlanta. That news report is from Atlanta. So yeah, like you see people busting in the doors at the mall for Concord 11s. Like, so I know about the Concord 11s, but still, like, that don't change nothing.
All right, and then I want to get you guys' opinion on one other thing.
What? Optimistically cynical. Oh, your name ties into your comment. I took my kid. Let me pre-read this before I just go. You look it up on Google, and then or you ask Alexa, and one of them will tell you the best way to explain that to a kid. The only thing that we can offer on this sneaker channel is a good luck, and I hope it works out well for you, and I hope the kid don't come out traumatized.
Boy, I don't know what you read.
But if you want to make the child feel better, just go ahead and buy them a pair of Jordan 1s or some 4s or whatever you can find on your local sneaker shelf. Hey, because that's all we can tell you about right now at this current point in time.
Just don't buy no mids.
Goon Baby said, "What's up, fellows?
What up, Goon Baby? How you doing? Daddy C, what's up with you?
You gotta always remember to tell them don't buy no mids.
Trap 41 Sosa, Henry Lee, 27 Boy 1. What's up with y'all, man? Vic Brown.
Neil Kinman. Bought my 4s at the mall Foot Locker in 1989 when I was 16. That was some hype, but not like today. You could pick them up days after release, and that's facts. That's facts. Let me see. Jordan 26, also known as the Air Jordan 11, it had 2 interchangeable insoles: red explosive for power and blue quick for quick. Oh, okay. Hey, you put me up on something, because to be honest with you, I don't know a Jordan past a 15. Like, I even know Team Jordans, but when it get past like 15s, I just look, well, maybe like a 17, I'll acknowledge, and like a sprinkle here or there, but past 20,
it's over.
I don't acknowledge nothing past a 20, except for like I skip all the 20s and I go straight to like the 33 and 34 because those are decent.
Nah,
but like,
20s,
hey,
I stopped. After 20s, I stopped. I don't even skip.
You telling me something fire. I appreciate you, Andrew. I need to see those. I'm gonna need you to send me a picture on Instagram of those, because that just piqued my interest. I mean, I'm not gonna buy them, but it piqued my interest to see the tech behind that.
Chung Kicks asks, what do you guys think about the playoff 8s that are coming out? They're a cop for me.
I hate 8s though. I hate 8s.
I'm not a fan. I'm not the biggest fan of 8s.
Yeah.
The second ever Air Jordan that I got was the playoffs, so it's like a nostalgia thing for me. So I'll be copping those.
Yeah, I think
Neil Kinman. I remember having trouble getting 5s though, so I never did.
5s
like
was that shoe that sold out.
Like 8s was that shoe that I was talking about earlier, where I have to go up half a size because of how they style. Like they fit to be tight.
Loose straps or strapped up.
You gotta go loose.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a funny look. It's like we say how it's hard to rock 11s. It's super hard to rock the 8s.
Oh yeah. Like out of all Jordans 1 through 15, it's super hard to do 8s.
The only 2 8s are the playoff 8s and the Aqua 8s. Other than that, don't need them, don't care.
Yeah, that's right. That's right though.
What about the Buzz Bunnies?
Don't need them, don't care.
Now I would say, as a kid, I didn't even get like my first 8. I didn't even realize what it was. It was the low. It was the chrome. You remember the white and gray and the white, gray, and black one, the lows. I had those 8s. I ain't even really know nothing about the playoffs and the aquas until I got older.
All right, let's move on.
Nikki said Jordan 1s always sat. Up until like the 2000s. Since retros, these shoes are going crazy. Lysandra L said it looks like a 550 New Balance. Oh yeah, the Travis Scott joints.
Yeah, definitely do.
Neil Kimmon said Travis Scott needs to stick to not shoe design. Nikki Pooh said it was not the right time, but since New Balance 550, the style is for this time. Tyrone Turner said sorry, had to step away. What the hell is this ugly Travis Scott shoe? Only want those for the trade value.
It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell.
One quick thing, guys, I forgot to mention. Today on Amazon Prime, you can watch the Air movie. It dropped today on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
I have not seen it. Don't tell me about it. I'm gonna watch it on Sunday when I have some free time.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
But for anybody who hasn't yet seen the movie, who has Amazon Prime, you can watch the movie Air on it.
Look, you got you. Okay, so you have Prime. We can do like the theater show where we can all watch it at the same time.
Yeah.
Marcus Steven said I saw different pics of the Mac attacks and they are fire. No. All right.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna try to cop if they come out. Like
I am too. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm
not keeping them, Jay. I'm not keeping them. That ain't happening.
I don't know. I mean, I would have to see him in hand and everything before I could say that I wouldn't. But
so, how did y'all feel about the Converses the other day?
I'm not a fan.
Oh, I don't know nothing about
the fragment joints.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Oh, frag done fell off. Trap 41 Sosa said the Travis Scott New Balance 550s. Henry Lee, what's going on, Henry? Appreciate you for dropping in. What other retros do you collect other than Jordans? I got a few Adidas retros. Other than that,
I used to collect Adidas like shell toes like back in the day, and I got rid of all of them. And by get rid of, I mean wore them, beat them, throw them somewhere in a landfill.
Right. Right.
And
I got like some Nike retros too.
I keep one pair of shell toes around, the classic white and black ones. You know what I mean? But
yeah, that was before my time, fellas.
But that's about it. Go ahead.
27 boy 1. Hey, appreciate you for dropping in. I think that's like that's a new face as well. I just reached back to grab a pair of the 2021 Raging Bulls. Had to have them. Now need them Toro 6s to go next to them. Hey, we was talking about that. That was another one I wanted to talk about. Like, I guess we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, I know like the Raging Bull 5s, the 2021 pairs. I know they were sitting at like below retail for a good little while. I don't know what the resale is looking like now, but I know they were sitting below resale. I mean retail.
I actually I copped those, but I let my boy get them because he's a big fan of those, and I gotta help him get the Toro 6s too.
Oh geez, Goon baby. I don't know if we can say that on up here. But he said he ain't stunning 11s. Big Brown, what's going on, bro? What up, fellas? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday to you too, man. Oh,
yeah.
Before I forget, it's a Friday, and if you feeling blue, go ahead and grab your honey bun, and it'll get you through your day. Honey buns by Little Debbie. I already had my honey bun earlier. I got my honey bun muffins over there. But hey, that's just another shout out to Little Debbie and them honey buns, baby. Hey, y'all need to give me a sponsor, honey buns.
Man, you ain't sponsored by it yet?
Nope.
We getting there.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to them for you, man.
DS said Social Status has a collab with these that PJ Tucker teased a minute ago.
Yeah, they do it. There's like a scratch out. You could like change the color on it. They did 3 different colorways.
Oh, Andrew, we told you. Hey, James said don't tell him about the movie, so we can't see that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that, James.
Yeah, don't tell me about it.
DS said the Mac attack is coming just like ships, trainers, and tools. Watch, it's their marketing. I mean, yeah, I was watching something that was talking about what they trying to do with the Mac attacks. So they got a collab with what was it I told you they had a collab with, James? They got a collab with some store that's
Social
coming, and
status.
then they're gonna drop a bunch of different colorways before they actually get to the Travis Mac attack. So the Travis Mac attack is coming, but
it's been rumored for a while that they were going to be dropping them in 2023, and like honestly, and like if we're being honest with ourselves, we would not even be talking about these had Travis not been wearing them.
right.
Like, well, let's just keep it a buck. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be on here talking about them. I'll tell you that. I'll be honest.
Then you got the Chung's kicks comment. We just touched on that. 27 boy one. Those Jordan 23 year the Rabbits was a badass shoe, man. I'm gonna take your word for it. J Rod said them eights is a cop. Nikki Pooh said playoff eights and cherry 12s is a must cop. I think the consensus is eights and 12s are a undeniable grab for the OGs.
Them cherry 12s is a cop that are coming
for the OGs. For the new kids, they 100%. Might not care.
I hope they don't care. I hope no one cares.
Dang, going baby, you quadrupling down. I sold my 11s. Hate them. Good Lord, going baby, what's going on? You need a honey bun, brother. You need a honey bun to get you off that bad 11 energy. Amazon were amazing.
Like who y'all got tonight?
Oh, I don't care about that.
What's that?
I said, I don't know who you got tonight. Who y'all got tonight?
I still can't hear you.
I said, I don't know if y'all watch basketball. Who y'all got tonight?
You talking about Lakers and Warriors?
Yeah.
I'm going Warriors. And I'm like low-key a Laker fan. But
Amazing World of Rafferty and Francis said, watching the Air movie later at Prime, didn't want to pay at the theater because lots of people had mixed. I said the same thing when we were talking about the movie before it dropped. I said it's gonna come out on Prime. I'm not gonna go pay to the movies. Right. Listen to people talk during the movie or whatever, the commentary. I'm gonna wait till it come out on Prime and do that.
Yep. So, that's definitely so. I'm definitely gonna make time for it this weekend, no matter what. I'm gonna order pizza. I'm gonna just watch that movie and just relax. So I'm looking forward to that.
27 boy 1. Hey man, I appreciate you keeping it active in the comment section, man. We got to come up with like some badges or something like that, because 27 he lightened it up. He said, "What you think about the new Ja Morant? They showing the pair looking like cop lights."
I can't wear none of them.
I'm just not a fan of what they're. I don't like Kevin Durant shoes. I don't like Ja Morant shoes. I don't even really like the Kyrie's. I only like 2 LeBron shoes. I'm just not into it. You know what I mean? That's just my personal thing. Shout out to y'all if you like them, but I'm just not into it.
Sean's Kick said playoff 8s look dope. Goon Baby said I watched it last night. J Rod said spoiler. Jordan signs with Nike.
No, for real? That's crazy, man. I didn't know. No, but that's funny. I don't know. I just hope it's good. I hear it's good. You know what I mean? I've been hearing it's good for a while. So
no, it is. I ain't want to say nothing. I already watched it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, you could tell me if it's good.
It's good.
Yeah,
Trap 401 Sosa said, I'm gonna try to cop and hold. Neil Kimmin said, Trap 401 Sosa said, thoughts on those Clot Fragment dunk lows.
I saw a picture of them.
I ain't seen the picture of them yet, but I'm off of Fragment. Like I feel like Clot is lowering their standards by doing the collab with Fragment. Like somebody at Clot must be friends with somebody at Frag. So
you ain't with that collab?
Nope, because Fragment do basic junk. Name me one fire Fragment collab. outside of the Jordan 1 because it was like the first ever collab that like Jordan really did with somebody outside of whatever, and people were going crazy. So the Fragment Jordan 1 got like history.
I mean, you know, it's tough. It's tough. Nah, that's a tough one.
That's a doo-doo shoe.
Nah, I mean, you still got to get it though.
Yeah, if you want to get something else, you want to trade that and get something else. Yeah, you get that.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I thought I was trying to go for my first SBs the other day, the Harito joints, and I ain't hit, so I don't want none of them.
No one hit. There was like 15 pairs. I don't hate this.
You know what's holding that shoe together? Clot. Anything frag, trash.
I like the outsole.
Because Clot did that with the Air Force Ones, and people went crazy. I wanted a pair of the Air Force Ones that Clot did like this. So it was only time for them to do the dunk. But the fact that the fact that they said, okay, Frag, we're gonna try to get you back on, and you can hop on this collab. Stupid idea.
But if I don't need them. Would I try for them?
Right. That lets you know they do.
I'll probably try for them if I miss out on them.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But these come with extra laces too and stuff. So like,
I honestly
feel like they would look better with the blue laces for some reason.
Yes, they would. I love that color blue on them laces.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's a sexy blue.
With the blue laces, I like them better with the blue laces.
You put the blue laces in there, and all the girls gonna be on you.
Hey, look at the advertisement, Prime Air.
Yeah, but they ain't paying us to do that, so let's slide.
Yep.
When Prime pay us to do that, we're gonna stay on it
for sure.
It's coming.
Neil Kimman said those Converse were as ugly as the originals. I don't care who Fragment is, but very uninspired. That's what I'm saying. Fragment is uninspiring. They like, show me a Fragment shoe where they actually done something. Like a soul Fragment shoe where they actually done something worth like looking at.
All right, you want to get into the next sneaker? Let me find it. All right. So recently, I mean, not even just recently, but over the past couple of months, we've been hearing a lot of rumors about a new J Balvin sneaker, and he was just recently photographed wearing the Air Jordan 3 that he's coming out with. And this is what it looks like.
Trash.
Man, he trashed it right away, too.
Trash. I don't care. Like, we've done this before. Like, there is no hype for J Balvin.
Well, you is hard, big brother.
Like, there is no hype for J Balvin. Like shout out to my Latin people in the community that support like J Balvin and all that. But his shoes are garbage. Like the Jordan 1s. Okay, it was something different that you seen, but them Jordan 1s is trash. Like, I don't care what nobody try to say. But and that's just my opinion. I didn't like the Jordan 1s. I didn't like the Jordan 2s.
And
I bought the Jordan 2s. Yep, so I'm just gonna put that out for y'all, so y'all can't say, "Oh, you just saying something, you just talking out the side of your neck," and you probably hadn't even got them. I bought them because I was in a mind frame where I just had money to just throw out there and give something an opportunity, and I gave it the opportunity, and I'm like, I don't regret it because I knew what I was getting myself into, but I gave it the opportunity, and it was trash. It was trash. And these are falling right in line with the J Balvin garbage that Jordan Brand is allowing him to put out. And whoever is allowing this man to do this, they need to be fired too. Whoever signed off on this stuff with J Balvin, they need to be fired.
Sneakerland, what do you think of him?
Trash.
No, I definitely test the waters with them. They different. They definitely go
trash.
I don't know, man. You just gotta have some shoes, man.
That's the nice way of saying I don't like them.
Just gotta have them.
I think they're all right. They're really nothing like they don't move me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't need them. There's nothing telling me that like I gotta have them. I'm just
Trey
not.
Day.
I'm just not blown away. I really wasn't a fan of the J Balvin ones nor the twos. Maybe I don't know. Yo, did you see what's his name? Khaled. Khaled was like begging for a pair of these shoes
But you know what?
from him, and then he
Khaled
did
was
get them.
also trying to hype them ugly fives he came out with. I call
Right.
them Peach. And then you hear somebody in the background talking about that the Peach is not the name of them. Okay, well, they call this, but I call them Peach. They beautiful. Yeah, stop.
You know, Cali came
And,
along.
and then people trying to tell me that's a Miami vibe. I get that's a Miami vibe, but Miami ain't the only place out of 50 states. Miami is not the whole state.
Be everything. You're right.
No. And you see the crazy, you see the mid guy. His name speaks for itself.
I'd like to welcome the mid guy to the
Yeah,
panel
right.
tonight, and we're getting right in on this. I want to know what your opinion is of the Air Jordan 3 J Balvin.
He like him.
The king of the mids.
He like him. And I
Right.
get the heel tab is supposed to be the sunset and all of that. And they stole design, like they stole accents from the Union collab. But heck no. Heck no. Put them in the trash. Snowbird said, now tell us how you really feel.
Average, go ahead, man. I want to know what your opinion is, man. Go ahead.
Like, who is that guy?
J Balvin?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that let you know all you need to know. Trash.
No, I never heard of him. Like,
Okay, because they trash. J Balvin done released two different shoes and he ain't never heard of them. Trash.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who he like, what he do. Like,
He's a musician.
yeah, see, I never heard of him, but
Go ahead and tell the truth. Don't pander to the crowd. We got 30,000 people watching, and
we got 30,000.
We got 30,000, and you can either take the choice of being honest
I'm gonna be honest. Let
and
me
making folks mad, or you can tell a lie and make it almost everybody happy.
let me see the side again. Go back down. Ain't this one that Cali was going crazy? Like,
Yep.
Yes.
Khaled was like
Yes.
You know,
Khaled was like putting he was like
too.
putting him on blast on like Instagram.
Like,
He was like, "Oh, you promised I would get a pair. You got me, and it took a little bit of time." And he was like, "I don't know." He was like,
Yeah.
he finally did get the pair from J Balvin, but like he was like basically begging J Balvin.
Okay, but we gotta understand.
But the thing
like,
is that J Balvin showed up on the golf course and took the shoes off of his feet.
all right, we
and
gotta
gave him the cap.
understand though, with Cali, he won every shoe.
Well, Khaled is also a hype man, so it was his
that
job
too.
to hype
He
it
trying
up.
to hype that up. But I don't like the color scheme.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that color.
You know, the first time I seen it, the first thing that popped into my head was the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that color scheme. I'm not feeling that color.
Carl Q, this is the story on why Homegirl Kicks don't like glowing shoes. You know what? I do like glowing shoes. I mean, that's what, like, one of those things that was one of those things that made me overcome the fact that the two was trash to buy it. I was like, I'm gonna give it to the glowing thing. It's another shoe that I got that glows. I like it. One of those Adidas. I did a video, like one of those Yeezys. I did a video on it. When I found out they glowed, like I went back on social media and I was like, oh snap, they glow. But at this point, like I'm kind of over glowing shoes. Like whether they glow or not doesn't sway me one way or the other anymore. Now, if it's a fire shoe already,
Yeah, it's got to be a nice shoe. Yeah, it's got to
right.
be. Yeah,
Because you're gonna see the shoe before you see the glow. You won't see the glow until maybe never.
I won't buy a shoe just because it glows. Like it also has to be
right,
nice.
right. Neil Kimmon said, not even being a Jordan 3 saves it. God don't let him do a 4.
Yeah, it's just the color.
I mean, the 4's up next. He did the 1, the 2. Now he's on the 3. The
Right.
4,
If you would
we'll
have
get
went
that
with a
next
different
year.
color, I think it would have been better. It's just that color combo.
Well, did you ever see his
Right.
Jordan 1? His Jordan 1 has all types of colors.
Right.
It's
His
just
Jordan 1
color.
remind me of the Nickelodeon sign from back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Um,
Nick,
right.
Nickelodeon. Yeah.
Demetrius James, man, shout out to you, brother.
Shout
I
out to you,
mean,
bro. Shout
is
out to
there
you.
any collab that blows us away?
Sometimes,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
recently.
there are.
Not
Like
recently.
there are a bunch of collabs that get us excited.
Well, it go back to what we were saying a couple weeks ago. Can't nobody compete with Travis right now, man.
Tyrone Turner talking to the sneaker, the mid guy. You finally get a good question, not a heckle from the crowd.
What did he
Says
say?
sneaker, the mid guy is extremely unbiased in his sneaker assessment. How do you feel about these horrible threes, the Travis bricks and the letdown Spideys? I want to know your opinion. And when he talking about the Travises, he talking about the McElroy,
Okay, I ain't seen
the
those.
Mac attacks.
I'm biased about what I like.
Okay, we ain't trying to toot the
I'm
horn. We
gonna
want to
tell
know
you.
the answer.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, or I'm gonna just tell you my personal opinion.
Right, right.
Okay, these right here. Ugh. Like, now are these supposed to be Travis his shoe?
No, it's
So
the
this ain't like his.
McElroy.
Okay, so this not his.
No,
Okay.
no, it's somebody else's signature shoe, but with Travis
With
Scott's
Travis.
backward swoosh on it.
All right. So if Travis name and that backward swoosh on it, nobody buying that shoe.
Right.
Right.
I'm being honest.
100.
You're 100% right.
With Travis' name being on that shoe, that's the only reason people look at it. Cause that's like going to Hibbett's and like, let me get this $39 pair of shoes right here. Yes,
the mid king buy everything though.
So
J Rod said I would consider a mid before those Travises.
That's like a regular Nike shoe.
And J Rod said I lied because I can't do a mid.
I'm definitely going with the Mac attacks.
Yeah, that's just like
Big
a regular
Brown
shoe.
said mid guard. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. Not a half, not a quarter, not 3/4, but a whole.
If we take the Nike, put the Nike swoosh back around and take Travis' name out of it, nobody talking about this shoe.
Right.
That's
it's just a doggone Mac attack. It's just the John McEnroy.
That's a regular Nike Air Max, Nike shoe that they mass produce.
Now, no, they didn't mass produce it.
Well, I'm just talking about the only reason we even talking about it because Travis Scott name on it.
Yes,
true.
Sir.
Because like we was talking about earlier before you got up here, this shoe was tennis player John McEnroy's signature shoe, and it released in 1984, and it's never been retro.
Yeah. Now
so that means from 1984 up until now, it has never touched the shelves again.
It's only one tennis player that I like.
Who that? Agassi?
That's my favorite player, but nah, it's a he made Jordan shoes. Let me see. He just dropped one. Okay, I'm gonna show you the picture. Here it is.
What?
I forgot that tennis player name.
They said him earlier. Whatever the Macaro dude.
No, this ain't Macaro. This I can't think of his name right now.
There's other male tennis players other than McEnroy and Agassi.
Hey, man, it's a lot of famous tennis players.
Oh,
you know, Big Brother, no.
Well, you struggling telling us who Jordan that is?
I can't think of his name right now.
No name.
I believe you. I get that. Is that a Serena
John
Williams?
McEnroe, by the way.
Oh, he look old. He look like he look crazy, but
He's 64 years old. I watched
good
a 30
God.
I watched like a 30 for 30 on him one time, and he like when he was younger, like in the 80s, like he used to just like yell at the whatever the referee is called in tennis.
I was
Like
gonna say he hit people with tennis rackets for a living.
yeah, it was he used to throw rackets at them and stuff. Like he was crazy. But now but like that's who he is.
J Rod said the Mac attack. I'm getting hungry for some McDonald's now.
Bro, me too. Me too, man.
McDonald's is disgusting.
It is.
Everybody
It
goes.
is.
Matter of fact, hey fellas, man, I'm about to go get something to eat with the fam. Hey man, I appreciate for y'all letting me come back on here another Friday, man.
For sure,
Hey
man.
man, take
I
it easy, man.
definitely be back, man. I like talking to y'all, man. Me and King, man, come early next time. Man. I like talking about you and your mids.
Tyrone Turner said those are Roger Federer
good.
threes.
Good.
I remember Roger Federer. Okay.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, Roger. That's him. Roger Federer.
Real Art Manifest. I don't think I've seen you in the chat.
He's been in here before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him. He
What's
got
up, Real Art, man? That's how you doing, man?
Glad to have you in here, man. What's good? What's good?
Jordan gave him a
No,
couple.
I do remember you. My bad, Manifest. I do remember you. Demetri James said those are called the Federer L's. Federer LS.
Well, see y'all gotta stop trying to compare these type of shoes to the Jordan retros.
I ain't comparing them to Jordans. They just
like
ugly
they
to
not
me.
made
I don't know.
To be on that level. Like that's a tennis shoe.
But see, I don't think anybody is comparing it on the level of like Jordans. I mean, if you are, you disillusioning yourself.
That's why they're not really giving that shoe a chance. Like
yeah, they gonna see you. But like as a shoe in general, them is ugly. In my opinion, those are ugly. And I have a pair of Adidas Torsion High 85s. Dude, like
guys, please, if you guys are just pulling up, man, please hit that like button. And one sub away from 8.36K.
Go ahead, sub up and get them to that 3 points. I want to see the 8.36 pop up on the screen before we get off on this live.
Yeah, one sub away, man. One sub. So I know most of you guys are subbed up, but
Neil Kimmon said Fila needs to do a B Jordan board. I don't know who that is, but I'm assuming because you know him, he a big deal.
I'm gonna tell y'all a shoe I seen when I was out and about today. I went to the mall and I can't believe people really slept on this shoe. Like this shoe is actually dope in person. That Jordan 1 Skyline is actually dope in person. For real. Like I'm being honest.
Did you buy it?
All the reason I ain't buy it, I said I ain't buy no more shoes. That's
Stop
the only reason why I ain't buy it.
Use your girl card, like you said last time. Use your girl money.
If I would buy it, I wouldn't buy it in the store when they 145 on GOAT and StockX.
You use your boo money, like you said last time. That ain't when that the loop around to the rule. Go ahead, get them.
But yeah, after looking at them, man, I was like that. This shoe is actually dope in person.
You know why? You know why you like it?
Because they remind you of mids.
Yeah,
like that's the kind of BS you'll see on some mids. Real Art Manifest said the Thunder 4 yellow is on perm.
Average, what do you think about the Jordan 4 Thunders? You copping them? You gonna try to cop them?
No. No. I can tell you right now. Because
I've been saying that.
Right. Because it's his thing about black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Black.
Too much
And
of one
my
color.
high school rivalry color.
Amazing World of Rafferty and Francie. Those Mac attacks are ugly, but those TikTok guys are always at SneakerCon saying, look at me, I have the most tight shoe. Yeah, because they're trying to be able to get a pair, hype it up, and then resell it to people who follow them. Like a lot of people take advantage of people who support them. And like that's one thing that honestly, regardless of who likes what I say or what like who doesn't like what I say, I'm never gonna tell you a lie from my standpoint. Like we all have our truths. And some may agree, some don't, but I ain't gonna never tell you a lie from my standpoint just to try to make you happy.
Right. Definitely.
You hate McDonald's but love honey buns. You damn right. Like comparing McDonald's and honey, what? Like McDonald's is known for having slime injected into the meat to make it last longer. You can sit a McDonald's hamburger on the top shelf and it looked like you for years, and it looked like you just opened it from the wrapper and just picked it up from the store 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Now tell me what you can do that. Tell me like how you can do that with a honey bun? No, when a honey bun go bad, that joint go bad. This ain't. We ain't talking about no Twinkies. We talking about a honey bun. Like McDonald's is disgusting.
You know what though, man, and I don't know what it is. I don't really eat McDonald's all that often. I ate it a lot as a kid though. And I'll tell you one thing, man. Every once in a while, man, I just get that severe craving to get a Big Mac, bro. Like
Right.
every once in a while, it's like I need a Big Mac, dude. Like I don't know what it is. They recently just started selling Big Mac sauce too, like in the cups, like barbecue sauce. And it was a couple of weeks ago, me and one of my coworkers were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to McDonald's or whatever, real quick." And I tried to get the Big Mac sauce. I didn't even have it.
It's the opioids they sprinkled in the sauce back in the day. You trying to get off that drug high?
They squirted the Big Mac sauce in like one of those clear cups. But I wanted I don't know.
One thing I would give McDonald's props on, they got the best fries. That's it.
And you know what? The Mac sauce ain't nothing but like ketchup and mayo
and something mixed together. That's all it is.
Like
my coworker was telling me he makes it all the time, and I'm like,
yeah, it's simple.
Yeah, I don't got time to make Big Mac sauce. Like I don't got that to do.
Yeah, they fries. That's about the only thing really good at McDonald's. They got the best fries.
I used to really like when I was a kid those little apple pies.
Oh yeah, them apple pies used to be hidden.
They still got them, but they're not. They don't taste.
But you know what? When I got onto them Burger King apple pies, because they was made by Granny Smith,
Burger King got all the pies, bro. They got all the
Burger King apple pies was hidden.
Yeah, them Burger King pies are no joke.
Real Manifest said I had the Andre Agassi Nike text. Neil Kimmon said they need to get old school musicians to do collaborations. Give me an Earth, Wind, and Fire Jordan 4. Tyrone Turner said, me and my wife went to the mall earlier. She loved that Skyline sneaker. They were kind of fire, no cap.
You have to see them in person.
I have seen them.
At first, I was hating on them too. I was like, nah, that ain't it. But when I just seen them, I was like,
you know what?
I might.
When I saw them in person, I looked at them and I couldn't do a backflip fast enough to get the hell up out the store away from them. Like, I'm talking about Power Ranger backflips.
You know,
the plug on those later.
Speaking of ugly sneakers, you know one that like I've kind of looked at. I've kind of looked at in certain photos that I think like might not be as terrible as we thought, but it's still ugly. Is those elephant ones?
Those real ugly.
They real ugly, but like
they had those too.
In certain.
They had those too.
Look, now you got to call Eric up and let him hear you say this.
Those ain't it.
No, they still ugly. I ain't gonna buy them, but like, I've seen some images and I've seen some photos, and I'm like, they ain't the worst, But like, I definitely ain't.
Hey, let me tell you. So, Mike Rich, YouTuber, got a channel. He went to a flea market out here in Georgia where they sell fakes. They had the elephant print ones in the red colorway.
What they look
like?
It looked like
you like
them. It looked like you like them.
I ain't gonna lie. They look nice in that red colorway. I ain't gonna hold you. And y'all know how bad I messed with Eric about them elephant print
how you
ones.
was smiling. I knew you were rocking with
And
them.
how bad I talked about them elephant print ones. But in that red, they was decent. If y'all ain't seen it, go check it out. He just dropped it, and he said it's the video titled It's the video they titled "They Kicked Me Out."
I'm about to go look that up because it had you smiling, so I knew you had to like it.
J Rod said, Tyrone, don't try to hype mid God up to get them shoes. Vic Brown said them fries go crazy, but that's it.
McDonald's got the best fries. That's it.
Nah, Checkers do. Demetrius James said the only collab besides I'm a Air 3s that have given him goosebumps with a trophy room 5s. But your question was, are there any collabs that actually move you? And hey, that's those are 2 collabs you just named. But I agree with you. It's not as many collabs that move you as collabs that have been created. But there are some that,
Hold on. I want to backtrack. What was y'all talking about these 11s? What were the whole deals?
What
was the whole deal with these 11s? So y'all know 11s are my favorite. So I need to know what was the whole.
No, because Leonard, we're not gonna do that.
And then I can tell like James was getting frustrated. So y'all
we're not gonna do that. Well, that's because
I was watching the video and I was just looking at James' body language.
I had the real James back in because James thought that like, okay, so Leonard then gave it to him already, and then James thought that I was shitting on the 11s.
Yeah,
but I wasn't. Like I like 11s, but like when you think about the reality of the situation, despite how much Leonard hates 11s, he had a slight point. But that doesn't change the fact that 11s are a good silhouette.
The best silhouette.
I don't know if they're the best, but they're good.
Best.
Leave it at that. Best. 11s are dope, man. Like people don't like them. That's cool,
right?
But I like them.
See, they're the best because that's why
Nike. You the mid guy.
Nike we mess with those shoes.
You can't be trusted. You the mid guy.
I know. See, you can tell they're the best because out of all the shoes, they really don't touch those 11s and just throw colors on those.
But I don't think they have control over that though. I think that's the only shoe that Jordan has to sign off on. Like I think that's one of the only shoes that he has to sign off.
Look at it; they just don't throw colors on them 11s like they do every other shoe.
Corey B said, "I left a McDonald's burger outside for a week to see what would happen, and nothing happened to it." Right? That's what I'm saying. Hey, you can't look. I'm not gonna let you. I'm on the road to a Honey Bun sponsor, and even if I wasn't, I'm not gonna let you disrespect Honey Bun with McDonald's trash.
You know what's keeping that burger looking like that? Like I've seen that. Like somebody had a burger for like 10 years or something. It sat somewhere.
Right. It was that one documentary where the dude had it sitting up on his shelf for 2 years.
You know what that is? That's an old trick called sodium. If you look back at history, way back in the day before we had refrigerators and you know what I mean?
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Fresh food. They used to preserve all the food in salt.
Yeah, with salt.
Right.
And it would last them.
But then, like.
But I will tell you one thing.
It lasted so long.
That's got to be a very, very, very high level of salt. That's why a lot of people got high blood pressure.
Because when they were making things, preserving things in sodium, they were actually submerging it in salt. This is a bun sitting on a plate on top of a cabinet for 2 years. Yeah. This ain't being submerged in salt.
Yeah, like it's gotta be mad sodium in that.
But can you get that much sodium in a bun, in meat, and in cheese? Like that's an astronomical. That's if I take a bite, that one bite is the difference between life or death.
I'll tell you one thing, man. There was a point where I had like super high blood pressure, and I was sort of trying to monitor like the things I was eating, and I was like looking at labels for like the first time in my life because I don't live my life that way. If I like, I eat. If I, you know what I mean. But I'm looking at all this stuff, and everything, bro, has crazy
sodium.
So like they're trying to kill us, man. If you think
Yeah.
about it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
the food, like the food that we have, is just so horrible for you, dude.
It's got stuff you can't even pronounce.
Right. Yeah, you look at like the ingredients and stuff, dude. It's like they made it in a pharmacy. You know what I
That's
mean?
how
Like,
if
it's
I
like
can't pronounce it,
it's
I don't.
crazy.
Hey,
But the thing is like you can't avoid it. It's literally in everything, you know. So,
J-Rod said those elephant ones look ugly in any photo.
he's not wrong. I mean, like, but like there's certain time, like I was just trying to say like I could see why somebody would buy it. Is what I was saying. Like basically,
the lows are gonna be dope.
Well, I always say there's a shoe for everybody. Somebody likes them.
yeah,
Somebody bought them.
right.
There's a shoe
Tyrone Turner said saw the white cement ones in Shoe Palace today at James. They look worse in person.
Yeah, those ones are hideous.
J
Yeah.
Look, J-Rod, I ain't gonna let you do this to me on live. I don't want no foo-foo ones. I just said the colorway look nice. That don't mean I would buy it.
I can say I can see the red. I can see the red being dope.
A lot of those, there's been a lot of colorways for Jordans that have come out that we used to see at flea markets.
Right.
Like
right. That's true.
Don't get it twisted.
The trophy room 7s were nice. That's what he said.
That's what they say in the UA market. If you see a UA, let's believe it's a real version coming of that color.
It's either a concept or it might pop up.
I go on Facebook Marketplace and I keep seeing those blue Jordan 4 Thunders.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and people are just selling them on like Facebook Marketplace. Like, that's not a real shoe. You know,
LaShonda L said
educate themselves in the replica market.
Right.
Because you have to know little simple stuff like that.
LaShonda L said, I really like when Concepts does their collabs. Yeah, Concept does good collabs, but Frag is going to kill Concept.
Horrible at releasing sneakers.
Honey Buns got plastic frosting, LOL. What doesn't have plastic in it nowadays? Your rice is coated in plastic, so I mean,
there's levels of plastic that are you can ingest.
Your water has plastic in it, so
like there's level. And when someone told me that years ago, I was like, for real? Like yes, there's certain molecules of plastic that you can eat and are digestible.
I'm finna tell y'all. I love y'all, but y'all gonna quit coming for my honey buns like they on the same level as McDonald's. Like y'all, we not finna do this live. We not.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I am very excited. I'm gonna buy one more pair of shooters if they release.
No. You said you ain't buying no more.
No. If the rumors are true, like Adidas said they're gonna bring the Black Pirates back out. That's one of my favorite Kanye sneakers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a surprise. That is actually a surprise to me.
I love the Black Pirates.
I'm not surprised, but they're hemorrhaging money. Adidas is if they don't go back to selling Kanye, like they might be done. Like done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and what would
but see the problem is they can't be done because when they fell out with Kanye, they signed Jenna Ortega and they signed the other dude. So you got to pay them out.
Well, they said they're gonna release Kanye's shoes and then give him a portion.
Yes.
They're gonna start giving him a portion.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to get rid of the shoes that have already been produced and that they can't sell without his name.
Yeah.
So that's why they begged Kanye to give them the okay to do it. and for him to sign off on it. So yeah, what they're gonna do is they're gonna get rid of the remaining stock that they have, and it's gonna come in waves. It's gonna come in a flood wave, and that's it.
As long as I
You
get
won't
my
see any
black
more.
buyers, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
Neil Kimmon said the M&M 4s are my personal favorites. Blue, then black. Tyrone Turner Sr. said, tripping about the 11s. They my second favorite silhouette. I love them all. No cap.
Tell you.
Shout out to Tyrone Turner in the building.
All? You a true fan if you love them all, because I love 13s. 13 is my favorite silhouette, and I don't love them all.
Yeah, I can't say I love them.
I don't love the all of anything.
Yeah, but the 11s are.
Neil Kimmon, you and James might be in the same boat. I actually like 11s as a low better.
Yep, I agree.
Snowbird Sneaker said 11s or 4s, 100.
Yeah.
Flag, salute. J. Ross said McDonald's using that premium. Okay, you believe they're using that premium salt if you want to, straight from the garbage can. Premium recycled salt, like recycled oil.
Bro, I don't know what these companies are doing, bro, but like, I mean, it's crazy when you really think about it, man. Like, Google when you get some time, Google how KFC gets their chicken.
Oh yeah, KFC got fake food too. Fake food.
Google, but man, I used to love KFC. Not like,
yeah, back in the day when it was real,
dude. It used to, when I was growing up, KFC was fire.
Yes.
Now
KFC
I get it.
is the hit.
It's like I'm buying the generic KFC or something.
And this is how slick marketing is. KFC's slogan used to be, and that's one of my biggest things every blue moon when I get to talking to people about stuff like that. KFC used to be Kentucky Fried Chicken. Then they changed it to Kitchen Fresh Chicken, and then their slogan was something else. They've changed their slogan twice because it can no longer be considered like the original Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like, no. Neil Kimmon said 4, 3, 5, 11, 14, 13, 6, 1s, and 2s are dead last, not counting everything past 20. I can't. I mean, Kim, hey, Neil, that's a long list, but I can agree with you on everything except for a 2.
We got the 2 dead last. I mean,
but that would mean the 2s would have to register. Like, I don't even think 2s register in my book. I have a 2, so I gave it a chance. I have a 2, so can't nobody say I didn't try. And it's the Amamanier 2. I like that shoe, but like every other 2, nah.
it's like fake chicken.
Snowbird said, Neil Kimmon, if you're a Blues fan like me, you must have a Brett Hall jersey on deck.
Brett Hall was a hell of a hockey player in his day.
Neil Kimmon said, let's get a Lil Debbie collab, Honey Bun Ones.
Hey, Neil, I don't know if you'd remember this, but years ago, since you're a St. Louis Blues fan, 2 games in particular. One, Wayne Gretzky was traded to the Blues, and they played Mario Lemieux and the Penguins. And Mario's son was just born like the day before, and his son was 6 pounds and 2 ounces or something like that, and he scored 6 goals and had 2 assists in that game. And that was the last time Gretzky ever faced Lemieux. Another one was Francois Leroux versus the Penguins against Tony Twist, I believe it was, for the Blues, in that fight, and he broke his hand off, and there's blood everywhere. I don't know if you remember those games. They're from the late 90s.
Average, what you doing with that off-white phone cover?
How about that?
Do it light up? That's the one that light up? Oh, dang.
No, I just while I was on my little road trip, I took my iPad and I finished editing my video. And now,
before we slide out of here, I want to take a look at some of the up and coming sneaker releases for next week, and get people's temperature on those releases. Demetrius James, we never did KFC around my way. It was always Popeyes when you had it, and Churches when you didn't have it. Well, see, Popeyes. Okay. So KFC was considered like more mainstream. Like you could say upper class in terms of chains. Then Popeyes and Churches was the hood spots. And
yeah,
see, I ain't know, like I knew of them, but I didn't visit them until I started like sliding through the hood.
yeah,
So like Churches, I like the fact that they did fried okra, and I like them. I like them biscuits. Now Popeyes, that how crispy that chicken is, that chicken be hidden. That chicken be hidden. And there's something about that ghetto soda from those spots hidden. Nah, don't nobody know about no Miss Winners except for breakfast.
they not hitting like they used to be though.
Right, yeah, they
Like
ain't hitting
Popeyes
like
and
that.
Churches used to be hitting,
Right.
but they're not hitting the same. It's like they changed like you said with KFC, they
Right.
changed their formulas throughout the years. Cause like when you went to Churches, you just knew like, oh man,
Right.
like
Right. Churches, like people will go to Churches more so when they be at grandmama house.
yeah,
And they come
yeah.
home from church.
And they come home
Grandma
from
will finna stop by Churches,
stop by
get
church.
that fried okra, get some of them chicken breasts and thighs. And then
that pepper, that green pepper.
Yep.
One
They
of
get them
those.
green peppers, and they was
It's a
gonna get you
wrap.
some of them biscuits covered in honey.
Yep.
But yeah, and you was finna eat.
It is a wrap. It's like,
Oh yeah, Churches did do the gizzards. Oh, they did. They do. I forgot about that.
Neil, I remember that game because I was on the phone with this girl for like the entire. I was super young, but I was trying to talk to this girl, and I stayed on the phone with this girl the entirety of that game. And like the whole game was crazy. Like it was just like I don't know. It's always stood out in my mind. But I'm glad you
Joe
remember.
Johnson said, "How you feel about them Toro sixes? I got to get them. I'm a
Well,
completionist.
let's
Got
get
the
into it.
fives.
Let's get into it, right? So next week we got some releases coming up, and we got the Jordan 5 crafts that are dropping, and they charging $210 for these. $210 for the Jordan crafts.
I like them, but they're not a must. Like I actually like that 5, but I mean I can easily pass on it with no problem.
This looks like something DJ Khaled would try to sell us.
It kind of do.
You know what I mean? I call it sushi.
But wear testers, he said it's a good shoe. It's a good 5.
I'll tell you what, like they got like this hairy suede right here.
oh
Yeah, it's good. That suede is good on them 5. That suede. And then like the toe is described as khaki, and wear test like Chris from wear test, he was like, I don't know if this is khaki, but okay, like yeah.
I'm good on them though. I don't think I need those. And then we got what else we got? We got the Jordan 3 Lucky Green.
The Lucky Greens. I'm good on them.
I like them, but like I ain't gonna buy them. I know I'm not.
Like besides the way you say you feel about ladies, like if this was like a regular release, look at it that way.
Mm-hmm. I do need more green in my collection. I do. That's one thing I always tell myself I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get more green sneakers. Like get more.
I got a question.
What's up?
And when do they stop with the sale? Like they overusing it now.
Well,
I won't care about it.
You know what? They overusing it now.
You know what? The thing is like they do that for multiple releases for the year. And this is what is it? The like the 35th anniversary or whatever of the or
Oh, the
whatever it is.
Lakers Celtic. I mean, the Bulls Celtic game where Jordan put up 60, but still lost.
But it's the 35th anniversary of the Jordan 3. So they're doing a lot of things for the 3. And if you look back at even past history for Jordan Brand and Nike and stuff, if you look at other years, like, like the one year was like the cracked leather was on everything. And
Yeah.
now it's like this, like, this midsole's on everything, especially like the 3s. Next year, we probably won't see that. But that's just 2023.
Neil Kimmy said he liked the Toro 6s, and it takes a lot for him to like all red or a 6. Demetrius James said, I'm good for the summer sleep. Hey, it's gonna be hot this summer, so hey, the most you can sleep in and reserve your energy, that's good. Tyrone Turner Sr. said lucky threes is a pass. I think a lot of people are in agreement on that.
He's come out the
Raffy
following week
said,
on the 24th.
I like them, but not copying them. The reimagines are enough for me.
Yeah, like they starting to look the same.
No look, big eye pass on the Lucky Greens for me. Neil Kimmon said those Craft 5s are a pass, nice, but those are gonna get dirty. I don't think people wear 5s enough for any 5 to get dirty, though, to be honest. Lucky Greens is a pass, said Vic Brown. And Neil Kimmon said, I'm the same with green in my whole wardrobe. Actually, I'm all blue. I was all blue in my wardrobe for a long time. And then I was like, because blue is my favorite color. And I was like, that's boring. So I started branching out to reds and browns and greens. And I actually like a lot of those colors. I did this years ago, though, before Travis Scott.
These Toros I think these are dope.
Those are fire.
I think these are dope.
Those are fire.
Oh. I'll tell you what, though. I think the 6 is super underrated a lot of times.
Because they don't do the 6 justice. They do a lot of trash 6s.
Nah, all throughout the pandemic, like every 6 was trash. And then when they did the Carmines, those were ruined. A lot of the pairs were ruined because of like the paint and stuff.
Right.
But, like the 6, if you just look at like how it's constructed and how it actually says like this is a 3. Most people don't.
Right. It says 2, 3 on the 6.
You know what I mean?
On the side panel, it's a 2 and a 3.
It's got the Porsche wing. I mean, the tongue is unique too. Like the 6 is just it's always.
And then like the dots on the 6 have a meaning behind it. I forget. It's like I think like the Jordan 6 has the most meaning hidden within the shoe out of every Jordan. But yeah, the Jordan 6, this Toro Jordan 6 is a clean colorway. I think like the only other 6s that I liked that I think they actually executed within the last few years, excluding Travis Scott, because that's a whole different situation, is the Georgetown 6s and the Navy 6s. Like I passed on the Navy 6s, but I got somebody else a pair of those Navy 6s, and I was looking at those when I did a review on them, and I'm like, damn, like it made me want them.
But before these drop,
don't show no mids.
Hey. I'm doing my 3rd video on that.
Vomit into the Spider-Verse.
Like that's like I said in my last video. It's another shoe that you have to get it in your hand.
No.
And actually look at it.
Nah.
Yes. You gotta get this one in your hand. Like I said in my video, if you ain't got this shoe, I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't want to hear your opinion.
But how many shoes you got? How many shoes that you don't have that you give an opinion about?
I don't. Like some of these people are giving like real hardcore opinions, and they just going off pictures. And like in my video, I said the 3 things that I personally don't like, and I made it clear. I said that I personally don't like.
Hold on. I can catch you telling the story right now. Elephant print Jordan 1s. You ain't got them, but you gave an opinion on them.
I seen him in person. I just said I seen that shoe in person.
He did show a picture of it from
And I
Pivot
showed the
or
picture.
wherever he was today.
But in this video, I said, and I told the folks, they were like, "Oh, you bashing this shoe, but you got the shoe." I like, did you not read my title? My title said 3 things that I dislike about the shoe.
Right.
And I said, Nike ruined the best Jordan sneaker of 2023. That means I like the shoe. But they bypassed that. So they were like, "Oh, you dogging the shoe, but you got the shoe." I was like, number one, I said 3 things that I personally dislike. And I said it's the box. That ain't nothing about the shoe. And I said it's the material that they use on the top collar. Not the pattern, I said the material. And you have to really get the shoe to understand what I was talking about with that material. You know how you feel like a plastic cardboard type of paper? That's what that feel like. And
But
I
then
like,
you say you didn't like the Skylines too before you got them.
yes, I
I mean,
said,
before you saw them.
Play the game film.
yeah, I did. But what I'm saying, I did not give
So that's what I'm saying.
hardcore opinions like some of these folks. Oh man, you got the shoe, but you dogging the shoe. How you gonna say you don't like the shoe and blah blah blah? Like I just said, I
But
just gave a quick overview of what I
right,
did like, and then
right.
I don't make my honest opinion until
And
I actually see the shoe.
I like that you did that too. I like that you did. I mean, you can give your honest opinion based off of visuals on anything. Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that. But I like the fact that because even before you saw the shoe, you said that there were aspects of the shoe that you did like,
right,
and you talked about it in your video when you got it in hand.
right.
But as well as talking about what you liked about the shoe, you were being honest and said what you didn't like about the shoe. You just
Didn't like.
split it up into a separate video for content purposes rather than
Right, that
putting
was
it
the
all
only
in
reason
one
why I
video.
made that
And
dislike
it
video.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, honest, like, to be real, I don't understand where people's heads are nowadays. People act like you can't look at a picture and not like a shoe. That's 100% okay. People act like you can't change your mind about something because we change our mind about things
Right,
all the time. Like a lot of times people just act like you can't be a person, like you can't be a human being. To be
right,
a human being is to not be perfect. It's to be flawed. It's to change your mind. It's to have different opinions from others. If we all felt, did, look the same, there would be no point in conversations. Like life would be boring. We all know what everybody think and what everybody want. It wouldn't be any variations in anything.
I've done it in reverse, man. I've gotten shoes that I thought I was gonna like,
and then you end up not liking.
and then I get them in hand, and I'm like,
Right,
Right.
like,
I mean,
I did that with the reverse Ferraris. Like when I saw the images of the reverse Ferraris, I was like, oh yeah, those are fire. I gotta have that shoe. I did it with the Chinese New Year Jordan 12 2.0s. I was like, those are nice. Both of those shoes, I got those in hand. And I was like, yeah. And I sold them just as quick as I got them. I was even willing to take a loss on the Chinese New Year 2.0s. Like I sold them at retail, but after fees and stuff like that, I didn't even make what I paid for them back.
but see, that's the problem I had. It's like it was the problem I had. It was the people that how you say you dislike the shoe, but you got the shoe, and it all fall back to I say how y'all complain about the material on Jordan mids, but yet when they do bad materials on Jordan 1, y'all want to give that a pass.
Look,
And
you can't say
you
me.
didn't want to
We ain't gonna
accept
go
that.
there.
So I'm just like,
Yeah, you lose everybody with that, bro.
like,
That's
no,
where
I'm
you
telling
go
you,
wrong. Like, you know,
if y'all, I don't know who idea was to put that type of material on that collar. That is,
Yeah.
it is bad. Like, it is bad. That's some worst material I have ever felt. I didn't want to really dog. I really wanted to really dog that part of the shoe, but I really didn't.
Well, dog it out.
That part is bad. Like, it is bad. And I don't. And the rest of the shoe got great premium material. And so I was like, why? Who idea was it to put that cardboard piece of plastic bullcrap right there on the part of the shoe where it gonna get the most damage?
And to that point, to attempt to save a mid,
No, I wasn't saving the mid. I was just saying,
I
like,
don't think I've ever come across a Jordan that I like that's had bad quality like a mid. Like,
that's why I say y'all got to see this in person. Y'all really have to see this in person and
nah.
just feel it. But
The only
I'm not comparing it to the mids. What I'm saying is people complain that the mids have bad material, but when they put bad materials on the Jordan 1s, when you pay $200, y'all just people just shut up
well,
about
you
it.
know why people are going crazy for this? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why people are going crazy for this. Number one, because it's a Spider-Man shoe. Like you got the Spider-Man fans going crazy. To be honest, a lot of people don't really like this shoe. When you hear a mass majority of people saying it's really not that bad, that means it's bad, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. And then what really, for whatever reason, pushes people in the category of saying it's all right, I kind of like it, is the fact that the damn bottom of the shoe glows.
Yeah.
I want to know.
But if that shoe did not glow, if that Jordan 1 did not glow, and that Jordan 1 didn't have Spider-Man tied to it, what would your thoughts and opinions be of that Jordan 1?
If this was like the Jordan 1 midline or skyline or whatever, nobody would want this.
I still would have bought it.
Exactly.
Nobody would want this shoe. This shoe
Exactly.
would sit. You know, every YouTube video would be the Jordan 1 is dead. It's officially dead. It's dead upon dead upon dead upon dead. What is the, you know what I mean? The fact that the only thing saving this is that it's a Spider-Man shoe, and
Right.
if I'm
And
being
the bottom glows.
and if I'm being honest with you, this is, I don't know who signed off and said that this is going. I get that somehow this ties into whatever, and you know, with the different material. Okay, but this is horrible looking.
Yes.
And
This is a horrible Jordan
me
1.
personally, I still would have bought it because I like different shoe. I like being different. And see, this is being different to me because of the simple fact I know you and you is not gonna have it. And that's how I always bought shoes.
But
Like
let me ask you this.
that's how I always
Okay,
did.
there's a difference in wanting to be different and being different because of something. How much of this being different, how much does Spider-Man play into this being different?
Spider-Man don't play into none of this. If it wasn't a Spider-Man, I still would have bought this shoe. Because of that, I swear to God, because of it being different, I still would have bought that shoe. Because
because 9 times out of 10, like I said, take Spider-Man off of it, and then take the glowing bottom, like take away the fact that the bottom glows. And what would you have said about this shoe?
I did not even, in both of my videos, not one time I missed the glow part. I didn't even know it glowed till after.
How did you not know it glowed when we was up here the last time and talking about it glow?
No one knew that the shoe was glowing until the very next day when Jada Sneaker Guy put a video out,
and we saw that last week,
and people didn't believe it at first,
right?
And, you know what I mean? And I was in Cruise Live, and I was like, if Jay said it glows,
right?
You know what I mean?
Because we talked about this last week when Average didn't know how to turn turn the lights off because the shoe was so ugly.
Know until y'all said something.
Right.
But like when I first seen it, I knew I was going after this shoe. I just knew I was gonna go after it because I like different shoes like this. Like let me show you an example.
Tyrone Turner says sneaker guy is right. People excusing really bad materials on this one.
See, y'all would think that's hideous, but I love shoes like this.
I mean, no, that's not hideous.
I love being different. Like,
but that's not a hideous shoe.
No, what I'm saying is that me looking at that Jordan, I knew off real I was gonna buy it because that's my type of style. I like that type of stuff. So me looking at that, I already knew that I was gonna buy it because that's right up my alley. Spider-Man.
Tyrone Turner said the materials on the toe box is horrible. Sorry, bro. Tyrone said, bro, the entire Avengers squad can't say this shoe.
I mean, like I said, some people will like it, some people won't. But it's going to be dropping next Saturday for anybody who wants to pick it up or maybe pick up a grade school pair for a kid in your life or whatever. It's a pass for me. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up now. We've been on for 3 hours. So,
oh yeah, we hit that threshold.
Yeah,
we way past it.
But hey, thank you guys for everybody who stopped over and spent time with us tonight for the live. We'll be back next Friday.
Sneaker Land, big homie Leonard.
Oh y'all, definitely go. Let me get this off the screen.
Your average, not so average mid guy, man. We love y'all, man.
Definitely go sub up to Homegrown Kicks and Your Average Sneaker Guy if you haven't already. Shout out to Amazing World of Raffy, Married to Designer, Tyrone Turner, Demetrius James, Neil.
Vlogging with Demetrius.
Vlogging with Demetrius, J Rod, Goon Baby,
Neil Kinman,
Snowbird.
Yeah. Vic Brown.
KB Kicks, Straight Paper Chaser. All y'all, man. If I missed your name, you guys were in here. I appreciate you guys for being here. Stay tuned for more content. We did hit that 8.36 tonight, so shout out to you guys. And
boom, that's what the hell I'm talking about.
If you haven't already, please hit the like button on your way out. And stay tuned for more content from me and all my homies. And we'll catch you guys next week. Love y'all.
Y'all have a good weekend. Have a good week. Peace.